What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's the word, bro?
Man, we're back in the saddle, on one accord, live streaming the way we like to do it. But it's been a rather eventful time for yours truly. But we are here and we are rolling and we feel good today, man. We feel good. How about you though, baby? I ain't seen you forever, man. I almost wanted to give you a hug this morning, man. Jeez. I was like, where my dog? And I ain't seen Deke in like 30 years, it felt like.
Yeah, I know. I held it down back in the Berg for us.
No, you did. You was solid.
O'Neal Cruz?
I would say you was solid, bro.
You see an O'Neal Cruz?
Bro, O'Neal nice, low key.
I think we are 3-1 since he was called up.
And he's exciting. I like that.
He's exciting.
I like the exciting.
Vogelbach's playing pretty good too.
Yeah.
Sawinski. I'm all about the Bucks right now. I'm kind of paying attention a little bit.
The Bucks have definitely, they caught my attention when I was away. I was definitely like, oh, who is this 6'7" giraffe just hauling tails, smacking rocks? Like, who is this dude? Yeah. And then we're all like, well, why wasn't he playing? What was going on? And it was like, oh, the politics of baseball. I like it. Makes sense, though. Good business sense in terms of the Pirates. I get it. But, yeah, it was definitely good to see O'Neal, though, bro.
You know what would be terrible?
What's up?
Is if somehow the Pirates go on a run here.
Don't you say it.
And we miss the playoffs by maybe like 3 or 4 games or something like that. It's like, okay, if you would have had O'Neal Cruz up the whole time, or any of these other young dudes.
Nice.
Because number 66, I forget what his name is, Bly Madriz, I think. He's balling out too right now.
Nah, bro, we nice right now, bro. We you can see the talent. You can see it. I'm like, all right, I'm starting to believe. Give me a real reason to believe, though.
Let me keep believing. We're only 9 or 8 games back from first right now. Not to get too ahead of ourselves, because that's what normally happens. The Pirates, they'll reel back in. They'll go on a little run for like 10 games. But then they'll go on a losing streak of like 30 games.
This is true.
And then they'll bring you back. They'll bring you some excitement, call someone up again. And then, season's over.
Playing with your emotions, man.
That's
all they want to do. Play with your emotions, baby.
We got some big Steeler news, too.
No, facts, man. Dude, like, it was a lot going on.
A lot of interviews,
bro. Like,
a lot of talking.
We got interviews, we got signees, man. We got everybody talking right now, man. This is the time of year that we actually love. When everybody's doing that type of talking, we're like, oh, thank you. Gives us stuff to, hop into and things like that. But shoot, man, you been good, though? Everybody good on your way?
I think so.
Oh, I was about to say, last time I seen you, man, I wasn't married for 11 years. I've been married for 11 years now. It's been a long time, bro. It's a long time.
What's that, bro? I don't. What's that saying? I've never heard that before.
I don't know. It was just my anniversary was Wednesday.
And
I've been 11 years. You know what I mean?
I got you. I thought you...
Last time I seen you, I was only married for 10 years in like 363 days, 362 days. Now I've been married for 11 years in 2 days because it is Friday. Yes.
I thought you were saying you haven't seen me since before you got married. I thought you were making a big hyperbole. Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
No.
Feel any different? 11 years versus 10 years?
Yeah, big difference, bro.
I feel like once you probably hit that double-digit mark, all the teens kind of feel the same. It's when you start hitting the 20s, then 30s, right?
I haven't got that far yet, but I'm assuming that's the case. I do realize that it's a lot harder, though, when it comes time to, like, these anniversary posts. Oh, man, which pictures you going to use, what words you going to say. That's, like, my dilemma now.
You feel pressure?
I've been having this dilemma for the past 3 years, yes. Because I was only saved up for probably like 5 years worth of content, all right? Now I'm like, dude, what do you say for year 8? What do I say for year 10? Dang, I said that for year 9. I can't say that for year 11. Oh, I used this picture a year ago. I can't use this picture again. Oh, it's 11 years, so I need 11 pictures. Oh, I can only post 10 at a time. What can I do? Yeah, bro, it'd be a lot of that going on.
You said Shonda's not that into that type of stuff, though, right?
No, she's not
so
into
it. So you could just go happy anniversary.
No. She's not into the man-made holidays.
Valentine's
Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Like we ain't into that. Anniversary. Oh, anniversary.
What would you call this? We've been married. Those are man-made holidays. What's this?
This is a us-made holiday. We've had 3 separate weddings. Like that's what we're on. You know what I mean? Like these are big deals. So yeah, man.
Oh, you got like remarried, or you did another ceremony?
Yeah, we've done 3. Yeah, we've been married 3 different ceremonies on 3 separate occasions in 3 different locations, bro. Yeah.
How far apart were they?
One was 1 year apart. The other was 5 years apart. Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious. What sparks that?
Bro, we just be weird.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So when we first got engaged, we were supposed to get married. We set the date for a year later. And we were just like, yo, we don't want to wait. So we went into the Justice of Peace and got married within like the next like week, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Then we actually had our like legit ceremony. That's where I posted the pictures from. That was the following year. Different day, by the way. Then after that, it was like a couple years later, we're in Vegas, and it's like, oh, let's go to Elvis. Oh man, let's get married. Like, sign us up, do it. Even though we already married, let's take us through the whole thing. So we did it again. That's our thing, bro. Yeah.
How did that work in Vegas? Is
It's
that a whole new contract? Is it actually a legal contract that you signed? Is it good in that state?
So everything is good. The only thing is, we just said, like, because they were like, hey, do you want to make it official where you have to get like your marriage certificate, or do you want to do the vows and we do it like more of a renewal? So we just treat it as a renewal. So
okay.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been legit, but we're already married, so like, you can't get married twice. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, absolutely. So that's our energy though, man. We like to get married. That's what we do, bro.
There you go.
Yeah. So it does feel a little different, but that's the new pressure in my life right now. You know what I mean? Trying to figure all that out. And I do want to shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Everybody that had been commenting their well wishes for the anniversary. We greatly appreciate that. Also for the condolences to my wife's family. And obviously, you know, our family as well, man. I said that all backwards, but she definitely appreciated that. We appreciate the heck out of y'all, man. And as always, you know, just that support, man. That's the beauty of this community here, baby. You know, we communicate to y'all communicate back. We all on one accord. Everybody is good. So shout out to y'all, shout out to Deke, and shout out to everybody. Let's get this thing rolling. Oh man, this is a new. Before we usually start our show with, hey, tell us where you're from.
Yeah,
we're gonna shout you out, and that's after we give our little story, right after we do our little intro. But this morning we happen to have a new way to start the show today, because my man DeLorean Waters has something they want to get off their chest. So with that being said, let's stop the show right now. Let's get it ready. Por favor.
DeLorean Waters says, what's good, Deke and Moats? Glad the show is back. Moats, condolences to you and your family. My thoughts and prayers are with y'all. Also, the Cleveland Clowns switched up on Baker and paid $230 million to a guy with 20-plus allegations who won't play right now. Laughing my ass off.
Yeah, let's go. Nah, man, but a couple of these, man. First off, definitely appreciate you. Yeah, man, that Cleveland situation is still crazy right now, man.
So he settled.
He settled with 20 of the 24.
Yes, 20 of the 24.
Yeah.
But wasn't the number up to like 26
It was.
or something
That's
like
what
that?
I saw, yeah.
So maybe two of them just randomly disappeared.
Who the heck knows,
But
bro?
I guess he has still 4 more to settle.
Yeah.
Even if he does settle, there's still the chance of a suspension.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm trying to think. This is still just crazy because it's like, even when we're trying to go back off the history of incidents like this and say, hey, man, what's this, the suspension length like? This is still unique because now there is a legit, like, third-party judge lady that I think we've talked about before, where it's like they're going to send all the information to her. She's going to be the one to initially review it and give her opinion. But Roger Goodell still has essentially veto power to say yay or nay or change whatever he wants. So it is kind of crazy right now, man. Yeah, definitely kind of crazy. But we shall see how that whole thing plays out, man.
I keep on seeing reports saying a decision's coming soon.
Yeah,
a decision's
I
coming
keep
within
saying
the
that
week.
too.
And then
It's Friday, though.
Yeah, I think it's just going to keep getting delayed. I'm just not going to believe anything I see.
Because then I saw them say, oh, it's definitely happened before training camp, though. Definitely before then. I'm like, all right.
I feel like they said a decision was coming like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now they're saying this week.
NFL just wrapped up their
soon.
investigation. Oh, they just finished up this part. And we're like, still no,
right.
Nothing.
Yeah, you just wait and see.
Regardless if it's a year long, 6 games, 4 games, shoot, even no games, but just something. Yeah, we need to know. But that is a unique situation over there, man. Definitely is. But with that being said, man, let's start the show how we always do. Let us know where you are tuning in from, and we will give you those big boy shout outs. Let's go.
We got Moises Sombrana.
Uh-oh. What up,
Haven't
though?
seen him in a while.
I know, right?
Fresno, California, 559. We got... No. Hold on.
Dang, you
I'm
right,
reading
bro?
this wrong.
You
Calculated
sure?
Snipe. Good morning, guys. Much love to you both. You guys and your family from San Antonio, Texas.
No, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
No, we
Boy,
definitely...
that tea was so dang on how I'm gonna burn my throat. Lord.
All right. We got... That was Calculated Snipe again. We got Leah Warren. Back from the Berg, checking in from the 254.
There we go.
Once
there
again.
We go. Let me get a couple of these real quick, man. I get the flow
for it.
rolling, too. We got Black Hillbilly. He says, what's up, fellas, from the 513 in Cincinnati. I'm traveling today, but still listening. From the heart, we always appreciate your support, baby. You know that. James Hawkins, what it do? He says, what's up, fellas, from the 901, and we can't forget about Zeke Shazier. You know Zeke, checking in from London. The plus 44 in terms of the time difference. Pop quiz. What time we got over there?
Where's this at?
London. Pop quiz, 9 a.m. right now.
Oh my! I just had 5 hours, so
Talk about it.
It's 1 o'clock.
That's why you
1
deep,
o'clock,
bro.
1 p.m.
That's why you know
I don't know
Stradicus,
if
man.
I'd just take my word for
bro,
it.
you nice like that, man. You nice like that. I guarantee you within an hour.
2:12,
Let's go.
I'm off. What?
But you were within an
hours?
hour, though. You were within an hour.
No, my math was wrong. I said 5 hours, and I did
It's
9
9
plus 4 equals 12. It's actually 9 plus 3 equals 12.
Yes.
Plus 2 would be 2 o'clock.
Jeez.
My bad.
But within an hour, right on the spot, I always enjoy that, man.
That's 50-50, I
that's
guess.
what I'm saying, bro. Come on,
You gotta
man.
give me credit for that. I got 5 hours, right?
I give you an hour grace period. Not here, but like we're talking time. No, definitely not here. But when we're talking the time, it's like an hour, man. If you in that ballpark, man, that's dope. Because I was nowhere close to that. Oh, all right, let me get a couple more of these things, man. I'm feeling good this morning, man. All righty. Alex Mathis, Oak Island, North Carolina, on vacation with the fam. Shout out to your vacation. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Yeah, definitely need a vacation. But I feel like I've been gone the whole week. I guess I have been gone the whole week now that I think about it. Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, definitely need vacation. ASAP. All right. Mook 984. The 479. Fayetteville, Arkansas. I like it. All right. On you, player.
I will read a couple here, and then I'll get to the super chat here.
Sounds good to
St.
me.
Clair, 905 Toronto. Bro, Barry,
T-Dot, the 6.
the crib.
You heard that new Drake?
No. How you feeling about it? I've heard mixed reviews.
To me, it was a summer album, but it's house music, so it's different for people.
House music.
Like the beat to it, yeah. It's. I don't even know if you heard the Passion Fruit song, but it's like a lot of just.
What album's that? I think I
my
listened to that
goodness.
album back
That
in the day.
was-
No. What's the one with Just Hold On, We're Going Home? Is it more of that style?
Similar to that, yes. But
That song was good, though.
But think about that album. That was like a one-off, right? Now just imagine 12 of the same song, same beat. That's what it feels like. Yeah.
What album was that? Just Hold On, We're Going Home from? Was that the one where it's his profile, blue sky in the background?
Yeah. What one was
Because that one had some beats though too.
Yeah.
That one had some
Because
really
that was
good
nothing.
songs.
Was that Nothing Will Stay the Same or something like that, right? Or
Might have been it.
yeah. But no, Drake. I mean, like I said, I didn't have an issue with it. It's just for the people that like. I was surprised because I was expecting like Certified Lover Boy, like Take Care, where it's like you're gonna have a couple of these songs like that, but I'm gonna still get my rap fix. He literally had like one rap song on the whole album. It was the last song up there, but it was a dope song. Him and 21 Savage. But that's the whole thing. Like if you weren't expecting that, it could catch you off guard. For me, I'm versatile, so it's like, oh, all right, this the house music, this the summer vibe. All right, let me bop this real quick. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, I did have to go get my fix. I put back on It's Almost Dry after seeing the GOAT say that that's the album of the year. I was like,
I was just about to ask you about that.
yeah, bro. When I seen the
I
GOAT,
still haven't listened to that yet.
yeah,
either.
when I saw the GOAT put it was the album of the year, I was like, bro, I mean,
Well, you were bumping it the one time.
'cause
I came down here
to
and I was like,
me-
this is really good.
well, because he's from the crib. That's like crib 757. So I always love Push. Like big fan, him, Clips, his brother, all that. But sometimes you got to sometimes you need the GOAT to go out there and put a public statement out. And the GOAT, capital G, went out there and put that statement out that this the best album of the year. He was running through New York, I think it was, right? Was he in New York?
Brady.
Yeah, you saw it when the GOAT was running, put the tweet out. You seen it?
Well, I'm not going to say he's the GOAT. He's your GOAT.
GOAT, come on, man. You ain't see the GOAT put it up, bro. The GOAT was like, yo, album of
I
the
didn't
year. It's
know-
almost dry. And he
I didn't
started
know
jogging.
BigBen7.com
Come on, man. What you
posted
talking
any
about,
music to
bro?
their
Come
Twitter
on,
account
man.
recently.
Come on, man. Walking down like Brady, get better with time. Let's go, man. Hey.
Bro, he's done after this year.
You think so?
Yeah, he's really focused on business. You hear some of these interviews too where he's like,
yeah.
dude, it was 50-50. I got some of these other priorities.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a weird season. This isn't
is,
the
dude.
Brady I know,
It is, dude.
or at least that we've
Like that
become used
killer,
to.
like this is all I know, this is
Yeah.
all I care about. Yeah, he definitely feels like he has other ventures and interests that he has.
I still wouldn't doubt him because obviously I already gave my
Yeah.
Super Bowl predictions before. I'm a little early on that, but I already said I'm going to do Steelers Bucks, so I wouldn't doubt him coming out of the NFC. But at the same time, this will be interesting to watch from afar, see how this Buck season goes with them, and how he does in particular.
But he has great taste in music. Like I said, shout out to the GOAT, man. The GOAT, he bumping It's Almost Dry. Oh man, that touched my heart right there, man.
I gotta listen to that.
Rod Dollar, I'm with you, baby. Let the smoke shine the coops. You know that. Hey man, I'm always dreaming of the past too. Shout out to that album. That's a fire one. Fire one. But let's get to these supers, man. Let's proceed because we got plenty we're gonna be discussing today.
I got you here. What up, fellas? Moats and Deke. Shout out to y'all for picking the Warriors in 6.
Let's get it.
We both picked Warriors in 6.
No, we definitely did, man. We definitely did. Shout out to us.
Mad respect to them. They deserve to win.
Yeah.
Celtics will be back, though. I don't know about that.
Man, they questioned
I think
Tatum,
that was
man.
their chance.
Bro, I've been seeing people kill Tatum for texting Kobe. Like, I really didn't realize that was like a legit
he actually
thing.
did that?
Yeah, he actually
I thought someone photoshopped
I
that,
thought it did. I thought it was as well, but they like really like, yo.
When did he do that?
Apparently going into, it was a game 5 or going into game 6? No, it was going into game 6 because he stunk the bed and everybody was like, yo, it's because you was texting Kobe. Yeah, bro. So they been like killing him for this. Yeah, every time I go on, I'm like, bruh, why y'all doing this to my man? He's like, yo, see, if he wasn't wearing that 24 on his arm, he'd be all right. If he wasn't texting dead people, maybe he'd be all right. He need to focus more on this. He'd be all right. I'm like, yo, y'all are savages. This what happened when I got free time. I had a lot of time. I just, you know what I mean? I was sitting in the hotel room, bro. I had some time on my hand.
I know he definitely had some things going on with Kobe where I don't know if he was, honoring his games to Kobe?
Something like that.
I knew he was doing some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think there were some people that are just like, bro, I think you're doing too much.
Too much.
Just like go out and play the game.
Right,
if
right.
you win, you win. Like,
Yeah, 'cause, like,
don't be doing all this stuff beforehand.
Yeah, 'cause,
maybe
like,
win first.
You see how Kyrie was when Kyrie first found out, like, he was super emotional and everything, and we know how much he loved him, but it wasn't this like over the top. And that's the thing. It just feels like, all right, bro, like there's a little extra, you know. It would have been dope for the storyline.
But it's even that thought. Now I might be getting deep on this one though.
That's what she said.
But like the thought of God having a preference in a football game or something like that. I prayed to God. God looked out for our team.
Yeah.
It's almost like the same thing. Like,
you know how many people I've heard like
Kobe's looking out for you, or like you have this special
he's my
connection to
guardian
Kobe.
angel.
Like,
yeah.
why not Kobe and Steph Curry? Why not Kobe and Clay?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
couldn't there been a connection there too?
Yeah. Now, we always joke about that when we have different guys before football games, high school, college, professionally, and they're always praying, oh, man, pray for the victory. And I'm like, well, if they praying for the victory, too, how does this whole thing work? Does that mean God love them more than he loved them? No, he want to leave me? Like, he can't love them more than he love me? So what's going on here? And then it's like, and then I had, shout out to JT Thomas, 4-time Super Bowl champ here as well with the Steelers. He used to always crack me up too. He had a story because he talked about how back then in the 70s and 80s when they were like shifting and starting to win all those Super Bowls, he was talking about how it was just because they became more spiritual and they would like pray and like have Bible studies and they just got super close. But he would joke, he would say, he would pray throughout the week, but he was like every Sunday when it was right before kickoff and everybody saying their team prayer, he said, I would never pray. And he was like, guys always looking like, yo, JT, what you doing? Why you not praying? He's like, bro, if everybody praying on this day, ain't no way he gonna answer mine. He was like, that's why I pray Monday through Saturday, so that way I got all of it ahead of time. So come Sunday, I'm good to go. I'm like, JT, I've never thought of it like that, but it makes sense. It was working for y'all. Y'all won. Maybe I should have took that approach. Maybe we would have won more. But that's what he said, man. I was like, dang, all right. So shout out to the prayers out there. But yeah, man, Tatum got to do better next year. End of the story. You got to do better. And it made me think too, man, when we talk about hoopers. I did run into Ralph Sampson down there too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize how tall he was in person till I stood next to him. We took this pic, and I'm just like, bruh. I don't know, bruh. I look really little right now. And I feel self-conscious about how little I look. It was different, bro.
No, you're over 6 foot, right?
Yeah, I am. But that's it's tall man. It's a very tall man. Yeah, but shout out to the hoopers out there, man. Who we got next on the docket?
Oh, we got the chat goat.
Uh-oh.
Official momentum. Hey, goats. What's good? Happy Friday. Salute.
Hey, man. Official momentum. Be prepared, bro.
Wow. You know what?
What we doing here? Be prepared.
Hey, I got a fact for you.
We ain't prepared. Behind the scenes, baby.
I got a fact for you.
What you? Uh-oh.
Yesterday was the 30th anniversary of Lion King
Let's go.
being released in theaters.
Let's go. Let me find out Deke going to the culture, man. Let me find out something, Deke.
I know what's up.
Let me find out,
Actually,
Deke.
Official Momentum told me in the Twitch chat yesterday.
Oh, my God. I thought you
I remembered
knew
at least.
something, man.
I remember.
No, that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to Official Momentum, baby.
Steelers Nation on fire. Shout out to Moats in the top 10 sack leaders since 2012.
Where?
Maybe for the Steelers.
Oh,
Since 2012?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think if anyone had, because I had, 8?
Oh, where's this at? Is there an article
Yeah,
on this?
I don't know. I've never. I don't know, bro. But 2012. Yeah. Because TJ was already up. Well, obviously TJ passed me on that. Cam was already ahead. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah,
You're
we
definitely
haven't had,
above Marsh and Tuska.
Yeah, I would say we haven't had a lot of new blood. Bud would be new. Man, I ain't worried about that, man. I ain't think about all that, man.
Top 10 though. That's pretty nice.
Stop it, bro.
That's pretty nice.
Stop it. I don't even get into all that, man. You know, I used to play once back. Wait. A long time ago. I'm an influencer. That's what I tell my kids now. I'm a YouTuber. Dad, you used to play football. I'm a YouTuber, son.
You transitioned.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Are you famous? It was on the road.
Bro, I met someone at the gym yesterday, actually. Well, I went to the gym probably for the first time in 3 months yesterday. I don't know. I was just on a weird kick. I went for a walk and was like, let's keep this momentum going.
Yeah.
So I went to the gym. And, there was a homie at the gym that recognized me.
There it is, bro.
He was very complimentary of you, too. He was a big fan of everything we do.
Because I know you. But, yeah, man, I've ran into a couple of dudes. I'm just like, oh, yeah, man. Oh, no. You play football. I know you. Man, I'm an influencer. I'm a YouTuber. I got a YouTube show. That's what I tell people all the time now. I'm a YouTuber. My kids be like,
you got a new identity?
My kids be like, Dad, you play football. Especially Dad, tell them. Like, no.
He wants that clout.
He wants that. It's so funny because he's opposite. Like I said, KK and Ava, my oldest two, they're like, no, don't tell
anybody.
Keep it low key. Ava, she's like, my dad has never done anything athletic. Like that's her stance. Like she doesn't want to talk about it.
She doesn't want the attention.
KK is hit or miss, just depending on who's around, what's her vibe. But Gray's like, my dad was an NFL player. I don't care what you say. My dad, this, and this. And I'd be like, son, you make me feel really important. But can we just keep that between us right now? There's a lot of people over here.
Not respect for G, though.
Nah, shout out to him, man. He be holding us down, bro. He holds us down.
But the chat goat is bad. He says, official momentum, the pivot with Mike Tomlin, legendary.
No, facts.
Did you listen to it all?
Not the full thing, no. But I heard some. I've seen a couple of the clips from it, though.
I listened to it. Like half last night as I was going to sleep, and then half this morning. Yeah. So I was in and out of it a little bit, but I think I got the full gist of it.
It was
well,
dope.
Definitely I saw all the quotes like you're talking about in the little vids that are put out there.
And we're obviously going to talk about that a little bit later today. Excuse me, as well.
Fish momentum. When Tomlin talked about tripping Jacoby Jones, he throws the laughing emoji in there, saying that it was funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a pretty good explanation. We'll get to it later, but I definitely thought he did it on purpose. But the way he explained it, he didn't.
You know the funny thing? Hearing that story again, I totally thought this is already like out. Because I've told you, or I think we've talked about it before when I was talking about how when I got here and we signed Jacoby, that was like the first conversation that
I remember
happened.
You bringing that up.
Yeah, that was like the first conversation that happened in the big team meeting room to kind of like break the ice. We always just like, yo, this is nuts. But yeah, it was cool to hear him saying it again, though, man. Like, Coach C, man, he awesome dude, bro. Awesome dude.
Fish momentum. Ambition live at Rivers Casino. July 29th.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
That's around training camp time, too, man.
Yeah. What's that? 2 days after the start date?
Yeah.
29th. Pull up. Camonier. Who was better, Prime AB or Prime Big Ben? Come on, then. Come on, then. Well, you know my answer.
You know my answer.
Oh, no. Come on, dude.
I was just saying. Hey. I'm sorry.
Let's move on. Fishing momentum. Ambition live at Craft House Bar. Yeah. Craft House, that's a good spot.
Oh,
August 26th. Oh, he's letting us know a couple months in advance.
They got the whole tour. Let's get it. I like it.
Black and Martyr says, morning, fellas. Official momentum.
What it do, Black and Martyr?
Says Lion King, June 24th, 1994. Wait, no. He said 30th. That doesn't make sense. 94? Is it 28th anniversary then?
What you mean?
He says June 24th, 1994.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
That would be 28.
Yeah,
30,
that would be
right?
short. Correct.
Yeah. I think it's 28. Unless maybe they started making it in 92, but no, some of those cartoons take a while. Pixar films, don't they take like 10 years or something like that?
Because literally it's them having to draw everything and every little bro. Like it's nuts. When I was talking, I was talking to somebody. What was that? Oh my goodness! It was like that stop motion stuff, like the animation that you see now, and they were just talking about like just the price for like even a minute to 2 minute vid. How much would go into that? And I'm thinking about these like hour-and-a-half long Disney movies with all type of intricate stuff. I'm like, oh, this is it could definitely take a little minute, man.
Fisher Momentum again says prayers to the Ravens players who passed away.
No facts,
Absolutely.
man. Jalen Ferguson, Tony Siragusa, that both of them dudes. Obviously, one being a Hall of Famer, retired guy, man. But yeah, it was definitely, that sucks, man. Seeing both of them dudes
Siragusa, I
pass
didn't
like
even
that.
know he went to Pitt.
Yeah,
I'm a Pitt guy, too. I
had no
should've known
clue either,
that.
bro. I had no clue either. I started seeing the picture circulate and stuff like that, but that was definitely sad, man. Especially when we talk about both of them dudes, man. I know for me, I was a Goose fan because I was a Ray Lewis fan. You know that. So it was like, man, I remember that defense, what that thing looked like and stuff like that. And obviously the battles against Pittsburgh, too, man. Shout out to the Steelers. Yes. But, yeah, that was definitely sucks, man. And then with Jalen, I mean, 26 years old? Going into his fourth season, man. Just, you never know, man. Life's short, but we'll definitely get him to do his moment of silence, man.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, man, I definitely would say I do.
Fisher Momentum comes back again.
It's been a rough little offseason for us NFL dudes, though.
No, it's been wild, yeah.
Yes, dudes is checking out. Whew.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Sheesh.
Fisher Momentum says Ambition Live at Rivers Casino, too. 9:30-22. I think he just needs to post maybe a whole schedule in one chat.
Yeah. Or you could or you could post the schedule one at a time. That's fine too. Hey, Deke over here, so just put it all in one chat. You don't have to do it all in one chat. Take the time. I want the whole day. Is it 30 shows? He says 50 shows, right? Give us all 50 at once. Just bam. It's cool.
Fisher Momentum also says My Steelers Stories. Y'all want more?
Uh-oh.
And then says Winning Moments.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, this could be a spicy topic for later. Steeler Nation on fire. Or now, Mason trade, question mark. Fisher Momentum says in the next super chat, Mason possibly traded, question mark. Big Deke News exclusive.
Uh-oh.
I did talk about that a little bit the other day. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
I didn't break the news, but I basically gathered the news and gave my take on it. Because there are some signs pointing to it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Who said it? Dulac and Brooke Pryor. 2 Steelers insiders.
Yeah.
So there's probably some smoke where the fire is.
They legit.
Nothing happening in the immediate now, but maybe down the line, depending on if Mason wins the job or not. For sure. Because I'm sure Mason's still in the thick of competition. They're just going to wait it out, see how the quarterback thing plays out, and who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he will be in a no man's land if he doesn't win the job.
Yeah.
Because
he
you got
has
to
to win it. He can't be number 2. He has to win the job. Yeah.
We just signed Trubisky as a free agent and named him the QB1.
Yep.
Right off the bat. So that's a kick to the nuts to Mason right there. But then we also draft the guy in Kenny Pickett in the first round who's supposed to be our future. Mm-hmm. So with Mason being on a 1-year deal.
And who has something that you don't have in terms of the athletic ability.
And being a first-round pick, too.
Yeah.
First-round pick and from Pittsburgh.
Mason, they had a first-round grade on Mason.
Yeah.
That got to count for something.
I get you there, but the more you think of it, it's like, dude, you don't draft in the first round the quarterback coming out of Pittsburgh when you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't give him a chance.
And your Hall of Fame quarterback just retired after 18. Yeah.
You're going to give Pickett a chance. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but at least next year. Yeah. And that's what makes me think this timeline's weird for Mason. I could see a trade happening.
Yeah. No, it's definitely feeling like that, but I guess I don't think it's going to be right now. I think they'll give him his opportunity in training camp. I don't think he's going to beat Mitch out personally, but I do like the fact that they give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Caboli said Mason was the best of the 4 quarterbacks.
Well, I mean, that's his opinion, and that's fine. That's fine. I just go off of my opinion and what I see.
You got Mitch. A lot of other people have said Mitch too.
Kaboom, that's my dude, man. Love Marco Bali, man. That's my guy. But hey, man, we don't always have to agree on everything.
You saying he needs to get LASIK?
I'm just saying I know what I saw. He can see what he sees, and that's fine. That's the beauty of life. It's context. It's like, oh, that's what you see. Okay, this is what I see. All right. Oh, that's what you feel. Okay. This is what I feel. I acknowledge it. I respect it. I don't have to agree with it. But shout out to Mark.
What pissed me off is he labeled Kenny Pickett as a loser for the OTAs in that article too. It's like,
yes,
how can you say that? How can you say that?
That's the part where I didn't agree because it's like, put it like this: I get what he was trying to say. I just don't like the wording. you can't call him a loser in this situation because that's like, to me, I still think that he is on pace and he's still doing what he's supposed to do. So that's a win. He was never going to just, I mean, barring Trubisky and Mason looking just god awful and him coming in looking like God in a sense, it was like, yo, it was no way that he was gonna in 3 weeks beat these dudes out, learn the playbook, get acclimated to professional lifestyle, lead these men. All like, that's not realistic, bro. Like, so that's why I didn't agree with that part either. But shout out to my dude, man. Didn't. Shout out to my dude.
Cam Letson, how we doing, boys? Been a minute. Pumped to be back. Shout out to Tomlin. Also, hashtag 2 rings. Beam Team God, Big Deke, hashtag Master Moats.
Let's get it. Let's
get it. I got those 2 rings, man.
Hey, man, shout out to them 2 rings. Master Moats done dropped some more film, man. We keeping the film rolling. I know a lot of y'all done seen the Larry Ogunjobi that just dropped last night. We got the Mason Cole that just dropped last night. We got every touchdown from Pat Fryer move last year broken down. That just dropped as well. Shout out to the cover, man. Man, it's a process. We got a team working here, bro. We got a nice little squad working here right now, bro.
Are there some compliments to Ben in that Pat Fryer move touchdown?
It's a couple.
There has to be because there's some good touchdown throws.
Listen, there were multiple.
The Browns one was crazy.
There were multiple shout outs to Ben. Right. There were multiple Deke references.
Whoa.
Okay, I gave y'all flowers. I'm not a Ben hater. People always, oh, you're a Ben hater. I'm like, bro, I love Ben. That's my dude. But at the same time, it's like, I don't mind being critical of people at times, of their performances, not of them individually, but performances. That's what I do. I ain't hating on it. But no, man, he has some really nice plays on this clip. So you would be proud. I'm sure whenever
all touchdowns.
I'm sure whenever these
100% on the touchdowns.
I'm sure whenever these vids come out, social media style, it's gonna include something shouting out 7. I know how you roll. It's gonna be in there somehow, some way. But shout out to 7. He was putting that ball where it needed to be in them clips, man.
I might clip them all up for myself and then just make captions. 7 should be back.
Oh my gosh.
The sabotage was real.
He did have some throws. I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple throws. I'm like, I didn't remember him putting that ball like that right there. That was pretty clean. But then I had to remember like the timing of the games too. Like I think it was the Bengals game at the end of the year. Man, he hits Pat in between 2 defenders for the touchdown.
Oh, that one was garbage time.
I know, but the throw and the catch, bro, itself, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But then I'm like, bro, but we getting blown out. That's why nobody's happy right now. Yeah,
that was
bro.
more on the defense.
Oh, that's what it was?
Couldn't stop Joe Mixon.
Oh, that's what it was?
It was really bad.
More on the
Ben didn't have his best game there. At either of the Bengals game. I will say that. Those were not the best of performances. Might have been some miscommunication. I remember there was a pick to Claypool. It was kind of wacky. The Mike Hilton one was bad from what I remember.
We're not going to do all of the bad.
The receiver, who did he throw to? He should have been more physical on the route, though. I think he should have boxed him out.
Yeah. Probably right, man. Probably right.
But in terms of Madden, he's talking about these 2 rings and Team God. I think I'm retired from Madden 22. We started the
that's right, because 23 about to come out, right?
Well, there's that. It should be coming out in close to 2 months.
And he said it's going to reset everything, too. Yeah.
There's that. But started this NCAA Online Dynasty. Ooh. We got some subscribers, followers getting in the league, too.
Okay.
It's going to be intense.
Let's go.
One of the dudes, I forget what his name is in this chat, but he's got WVU. He wants to set up an early match between Pitt and WVU.
Let's get
Bring back the backyard brawl.
Let's get it.
It's gonna be intense, man. It's gonna be intense. We got Heisman difficulty. It's tough. I'm trying to play some practice games. I hope I could go above 500. Honestly, at this point, it's gonna be tough.
I believe in you, man.
Kenny Pickett's rating is 83. We got Addison at an 88. It's tough because the rosters came out before the season.
Oh,
and we're just sticking with it. I don't want to be a stickler and be like, oh man, we got to bump up Pickett to like a 95, which is what he should be at least, or like bump up Addison and stuff. Because then everyone else on their rosters, they'll be like, oh, I want to bump up this guy. It'd be too complicated. So I just got to roll with what we got. Pickett at an 83. Isaiah Aguilar. Glad y'all back. Prayers to Moats and the fam.
Nah, man, we greatly appreciate you, man. Whew, it has been a time. It definitely has been a time. Whew.
Black and Martyr.
We are here.
Gifted 5 Arthur Moats memberships.
Oh, man.
I can't see the names, but thank you to Black and Martyr.
Yeah, absolutely. No, definitely salute you. I did see some of the names pop up in the chat. Let me see if it jumped. Shout them dudes out. I don't even know how that works, man. YouTube is always updating and adding new stuff, man. But shout out to you, Black and Martyr, for that. It looks like No One You Know received one. John Biondio. John Biondino, excuse me on that one. But I said he has one. Supernatural _20. Let's see who else. Am I missing one? That should be one more, right? Oh, Leah Warren. There we go. That was 5, right? Was that 5 or was that 4? I was not counting. I was just reading.
That might have been
names.
4.
All right, let me see if I can find whoever the last one.
How do you know?
It shows in the chat. Like in the regular chat, it shows.
Okay.
Yeah, it is just. Oh, and Rod Dollar. Rod Dollar was gifted a membership by Black and Martyr. So with that being said, all those people names I just
Sweet.
read off. Welcome to
All well deserving for those people too.
Room. Yes, indeed. Heck yeah, man.
Rod
Awesome
Dollars,
group right
Leah
there.
Warren.
Absolutely, that's an awesome group. We know Leah. Come on, Leah and Rod, bro. They are like staples in this community right here, man. So we definitely salute you for that.
And John Biondio.
No,
Sure.
absolutely. And you've said his name. That was my first time like seeing it. We always hear it, but that was my first time seeing it. That's why I butchered it. But no, man, salute to all them dudes right there and ladies. Yes, indeed. And shout out to you, Black and Marty, man. Dang, you always a nice dude, man. From the heart.
Alex Mathis. Moats, if you were to bet what week Pickett would start, Pickens. All right, that's one question. And then he says Pickens for Rookie of the Year. Not a question, just speaking it into existence.
Oh, all right.
So we did that over-under. When will rookie quarterbacks start?
Yeah.
What would we have for Pickett? Week 4 or something? And you said over.
I took the over on it, yeah.
Weren't you around like week 8 or something?
Yeah,
like
I was
bye?
looking at my bye week, yeah. Yeah. I mean, personally, I hope that if he's not the starter week 1, that we actually don't see him this first year, because that would mean that our quarterback play in some capacity is holding us back or is limiting us. And I'm just not a fan of making big switches at that position during the season. I mean, obviously we remember the Mason and Duck situation, making the switch, then ultimately having to make the switch back, and then flirting with making it again, then injury. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. And from personal experiences, every time I've had to switch quarterbacks in the season, it's not been for good reasons. All right. So for me, if Pickett isn't the week 1 starter, I prefer him not to be starting at all that first year, because I would want Mitch to be a consistent player and keep this team where it needs to be. But if that isn't the case, I'm going bye week just because of the things I talked about in terms of you get a full, a larger sample size of Trubisky to see what he looks like, what your team looks like. You also know the state of your team, right? Are you 4-4? Are you 5-4? Where are you at right now? Ours happens to be right in the middle of the season in terms of our bye week. So you got those elements, but then also with the bye week, it gives you essentially 2 weeks to prepare your rookie for that first game, because it's nothing like that first game. And that quarterback, his head's going to be spinning. Everything's going to be happening fast. And you think about how many quarterbacks we've seen struggle in this league early on, man, regardless of how talented, how highly decorated, it's just a hard position to play when you are young, because it's just so much going on, the speed of it, the disguise, how smart the defenders are, and the speed, I already said that we play with and stuff like that. But giving him 2 weeks to prepare coming off of a bye week, I just think that would be the easiest and safest way to minimize his exposure to negativity. And for Pickens for Rookie of the Year, I like it a lot. I just don't know, how realistic it's going to be, man.
You need the targets.
Yeah, man. And
think of all the receivers that were drafted ahead of him.
Right, that are going in a situation where they're going to be the only guy. Like, they're going to see, potentially 100 catches. They're going to get, 100 plus targets. George is getting that here. Like, not with Deontay, not with Claypool, not with Pat, not with Najee. I don't think he's going to have that volume like that. Still can get off, though.
Maybe even 1 or 2. Where'd Breece Hall go?
Oh,
am I wrong in saying he went to the Jets?
He might have. I don't remember what's happening.
Because if he went to the Jets, I mean, it's going to be split backfield. Yeah, he did go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Split backfield between him and Carter. But, like, Carter's
Garrett,
more of a gadget guy.
And didn't they take Garrett, though, right?
Yeah. Receiver.
Receiver too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, like, you got probably him. Breece Hall will be in the mix for Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Pickett would be if he starts. That's the whole conversation. Any of the quarterbacks would be if they started, but I don't. I mean, between Pickett, Corral, Ritter, and Willis. Yeah, is any of them guaranteed to be starting the whole year? I don't think there's any guarantee to that. I think we'll see some of them probably.
Yeah. Low key, was it Ritter's the one in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
He low key might have the best chance to start early.
Yeah.
Because you got to think Malik isn't going to start over Tannehill early on.
No.
Kenny, we're talking about him versus Trubisky right now, how that's potentially looking in the early part of the season.
Panthers might trade for Baker.
Yeah, so that's gonna slow up Corral.
I think Corral will get in this season.
No, and it's not an issue of them getting in, but in terms of like who we think is like
you got to have enough games.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Corral gets in middle of the season, if Pickett gets in middle of the season,
see, like,
you don't
Desmond,
got enough numbers.
It wouldn't surprise me if Desmond is starting earlier. Like Desmond might have that larger sample size just because.
And you don't got to put up crazy numbers if you're a quarterback.
You just got to be out there. That's it.
Throw like 20 plus touchdowns. Have a 2-to-1 touchdown interception
20
ratio.
20 touchdowns, 10 picks, and you're good.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
He'll, get some rushing in there. Maybe get like 300-400 yards, a couple touchdowns there.
And he has the tight end down there in Kyle Pitts, so that's gonna help him out in a major way.
Drake
has
London.
Cordell Patterson, has Drake London, so yeah.
No Calvin Ridley though.
But he gonna be making money. He gonna be following us, our pick of the weeks on DraftKings, man. Chill out.
All right, that was Alex Mathis. Now we got official momentum. Says, watch Ambition, put it down. Filmed at Heinz Field.
Ooh,
also says R&B versus.
Bro, last night, it was a Omarion versus Mario. I did not watch it, bro. I saw some of the clips, man.
Wait, what? This is like a rap battle for R&B?
Yeah. So you seen like verses, right? Have you seen verses? Where on IG they'll play like, all right, you're an artist, you got like your 20 hits. I got my 20 hits. We'll play.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, so you'll play your song, I'll play my song. We're both on camera together, and then people in the chat are just like reacting to it, responding to it, and ranking it. So this started out during the pandemic, like in the heart of it, because nobody could perform, nobody could do anything, and it was just like, all right, we're watching two dudes up here. All right, I'm gonna play my music, I'm gonna play your music. All right, and then people just started tuning into it. So now it's like become like a thing. So this is probably like the 40th versus.
That's a good battle right there.
I didn't watch it all the way because when I turned on a couple of the clips, this is what I saw. I saw a ton of no shirts, belly rolls. You know what I mean? In terms of how they be trying to dance and everything. Then I see Omarion like
they're really trying to get the buzz.
He's like eating watermelon as if it was a young lady. I'm guessing, but it was a lot because you got to think that back then they was like they selling. They was pushing P. You know what I mean? This is what they wanted to do. So it was cool. But now I'm like, bro, man, like we all grown here, baby. I'm cool. I don't need to see that, baby. All right? You know what I'm saying? I got my wife. I'm good. Y'all do it. All right. That's cool. But it just seemed like a lot. You know what I mean? So for me, no, I did not watch the whole thing. I was like, all right, this has been much. Let's go to the next thing. Yeah.
Is there one that's worth watching?
Shout out to Stoogie McClaw. He has one. Gucci Man versus Young Jeezy. That's how you remember. Whoa. You know how you started talking about the Bills pack and all these other packs? Well, it got really popular, that battle, because Gucci Man, who killed one of Jeezy's guys when they were beefing back in the early 2000s, during the battle, during the verses, they playing back and forth their songs. Gucci plays his diss track where he's rapping about the boy that he killed from Jeezy's guy. And he's like, we on that Pookie loke tonight. I'm on that Pookie pack. I'm smoking that pack tonight. And that's when it really got back out there being popular about smoking on something that you killed or soaking on something that you didn't beat. Yeah. And then you fast forward a couple months later, you got the Bills game. You over here, I got my Bills pack. Boom. Little history right there.
I had it ready.
So Gucci Man versus Young Jeezy. That's definitely one you should tune into. Another one is the Locks versus Dipset, I think it was. You got Jadakiss. Like that's like one for like my hip hop heads, right? That was a crazy one. You always got the R&B dudes. I don't really get into all the R&B stuff like that, but a couple of producer ones that were dope too. Who was it? Timbaland had one, but it was The Dream versus somebody. But it's just crazy when you hear the producers do it versus like the musicians, because the musicians, you're only hearing their songs. And it's dope, but it's just their catalog. When you think of producers, though, these dudes, it's like, this dude's produced this Beyonce song, or he produced this B.I.G. song from how long ago? He produced this R&B. Like, it's crazy when you watch them working and stuff like that. But yeah, man, they got some dope ones though, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so you should definitely check it out though.
Fair and Bradford. I like this one. We top dogs in the AFC North, and we want our dang respect.
Let's get it.
Back then, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Mike Jones.
They some scrubs for doing us like this. We gonna run it up. Promise you that.
There it is.
I'm with him. I put $20 on Steelers winning the AFC North. We were plus 850. Worst odds in the division, or best odds, depending on how you want to phrase it. Mm-hmm. And then also I put $50 on the over/under totals. It
Let's
didn't
go.
change after the Ogunjobi signing
Serious?
too, so he stayed at 7.5, which was nice. I just wanted to lock it in case Omar Khan has anything else up his sleeve, and they're gonna bump that number up.
Omar's really been going ham right now, bro. Like, I saw you out here with your outlandish GM, Hall of Fame GM. I ain't there just yet. I ain't there. I'm not
That's a
there.
joke.
I'm not there.
He's on a good trajectory.
Hey, it's a heck of a start. I tell you that.
He's
Heck
2
of a
for
start.
2.
Heck of a start. Yeah, the Larry signing, I was like, whoa. I mean, we talked about it. I did not think you were going to do it, though. Shout out to you, Omar Khan. Shout out.
Shout out to Ogunjobi too.
No, absolutely, man. Hey, man, both parties, man.
Knows how to pick.
Have
a
you
good
seen
team.
any? Man, we got to get to that topic too, man. Oh, we got a couple left, and after that,
Okay,
we start. Yeah.
I'll go quick. Official Momentum says, bro, offense and defense. No, he actually said defense and offense, but hashtag Super Bowl champion Steelers.
Let's get
I like
it.
both the
Let's
units.
Get it. Nah, heck yeah.
Steeler Nation on fire. Who remembers Bud Dupree cracking the blood out of Moore in the playoff game against the Dolphins?
I do.
Yeah, that was a vicious hit.
That was a dead body. I seen it. He literally died on the field and then woke back up. Came off for like 30 seconds and then came right back in the next play. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was a throwback hit right
He
there.
was legit sleep. Like, legit sleep. 30 seconds off, came back on play. I was like, yo, this is nuts. That's when I knew the NFL did not care about health and safety. I was like, it's zero chance that this man doesn't miss a single play. And you put him right back in. And I know for a fact he was asleep. Yeah, craziness.
Official Momentum. All right, he's got his QB depth chart. It says QB1 Mitch, QB2 Kenny, QB3 traded.
Oh, man.
He said Mason's gone.
But can Chris don't get the third hat? Won't like Chris Oladukin?
Oh, no, he's definitely on.
About to keep my man in there, then,
He
man.
would-
Drop his name in there, baby.
He would do like the Haskins rule from last year, I would assume. He's there, but then wouldn't dress on game
Correct,
day, just
yeah.
so we have an extra guy for special teams
Yep.
or something. Fish Momentum also says The Lion King is Walt Disney's 32nd animated film. Wow.
Okay.
Fun. 6,000, giving us some support.
Nah, salute you, man. We definitely appreciate that, baby.
Fish Momentum also says Arthur Moats experience with Deke and Maurice. Me.
Oh.
He already stole my shot challenge
He
name. He
did.
said Mo's shot challenge.
He did. He said, yo, it's both of us in there now.
Now he's plugging into the podcast name.
He said that's not a single chair. We're going to make that into like a bench. So it's like y'all both be sitting next to each other. That's what he said, man.
Fun 6,000 says Big Deke energy at its peak during the regular season.
Uh-oh.
I think he's right. You're hilarious during that time. I think he's right. I don't think anyone could argue with that.
Bro, when them white claws come out, oh, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
it's a
anyone
wrap.
can argue.
It's
If
a
I
wrap.
bring the stash back, I might even do them all this year.
That's like peak Yenzer Deke right there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Official Momentum. Prayers to everyone here. Happy anniversary, Moats.
No, I greatly appreciate you.
Come on, yeah. I'm getting RB2 vibes from Miles Jack. Check the tape.
Well, he was a former running back. He did play running back. Yeah, he was one of them dual. I said dual sport, but he played both sides of the
school
ball.
or
Yeah,
college?
no, college wise. He could
UCLA.
play, he could play a little running back and play LB, man. Like he was nice, dude. Like I remember who was the guy? Man, there was a couple of the scouts when they talked about him when he was first coming out, and they were saying that that's what he reminded him of. It was like he looks like a running back, the way his feet move, his vision, his patience, like just his understanding of how he sees stuff. And it's like, no, it makes sense. And then you talk about him playing linebacker, it's very similar to running back. Instead of you trying to avoid guys, you're just trying to finish them. That's it. But nah, man, shout out to Miles Jack though, man. That film session, man, I was actually excited about that one, man. So yeah, shout
You
out.
definitely were pumped.
Shout out. You know, it felt good to get back in the lab. Yeah.
Cam Letson says, question of the day. Who's the better safety all time, Troy P. or Ed Reed, and why? Have to be unbiased with the answer. Give me Troy, but it's so close. All right, I'll be unbiased. I think it's Troy.
They're like what?
Ed Reed's nasty, though. I mean,
But they're not the
nothing
same
but
position.
nothing but respect for that Ravens crew of like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and Suggs. Those dudes were really good. Really good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just don't like. I don't know. I don't really like this conversation like that. I'm gonna go Troy. I'm gonna be biased. Period. Because to me, that's like me asking who do I like? Who was the better player? Or who do I like better as a player? I don't know. Luke Kuechly versus James Harrison. Like both elite at their positions, but both are drastically different positions. Yes, they both play linebacker, but one's an inside and is asked to do different things. One's outside and is asked to do different things. So that's my only thing. It's like I'm trying to compare them, but how do you compare them, baby? That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Diddy 6. How do you guys feel about Jordan Howard?
In terms of potentially being an RB2 for us?
He's available. I don't remember seeing his name on
didn't
those
either.
lists that we
Did
look
you?
up on
Yeah,
Spot
I
Rack.
didn't see it. The one I keep seeing is David Johnson. That's the one that keeps
Yeah,
popping up recently.
yeah.
And then he said something too.
He did on Twitter.
Yeah, he said something.
Dude, no. One of the dudes that actually follows us replied to one of David Johnson's comments and said, like, hey, hit the Steelers line if you're looking for an NFL team. And then that's when David Johnson replied to that and said, yeah, that'd be a great place to play.
No, I definitely like that. Then.
So we got supporters making news out here.
There we go. Shout out to the squad.
It was Bulls. We'll give him a shout out.
Shout out to Bulls. Let's go.
David Johnson wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be terrible. Jordan Howard, though.
Jordan's a better player right here now, right?
I don't know. I feel like he's kind of washed, too.
I mean, I ain't gonna say
David Johnson. How about this comparison? I thought of this one up. David Johnson could be like D-Will for us back in 2015. Just hopefully Najee doesn't get hurt, though, because we don't want David Johnson carrying the workload like D-Will.
To me, though, I feel like that's more Jordan Howard. Because I think, I just think that Jordan, I don't know. I think that Jordan's a better player to me, personally. I think that David gave you the more of the receiving threat, especially early on, but I haven't seen a lot of that lately. Whereas with Jordan, it's like, man, I still feel like it's a little bit more recent than like the older times. Was when I think of David, I think of like when L. Bell was here. That was when he was cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then after that, it was like steep, hard drop off. Yeah.
Here's where I'll give him maybe a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. He did have some injuries, and now injuries.
I know he had the wrist injury, man. That killed him for a while.
Injuries do affect.
And that Cardinals offensive line, I am not gonna lie to you.
Well, that Cardinals team went down the tubes after Carson Palmer, and he was still on that team.
Dude. Yeah.
And then he signed with the Texans, which has been bad, but I think the year he was on the Texans with Watson, he actually didn't have. Though, yeah, he didn't have bad stats.
It just looked bad because you're comparing what he did versus D Hop, because those were the two trade guys, and it was just like, oh my God, D Hop looked amazing. David, that's all you did. That was the energy with it. But yeah,
that's what I mean. As an RB2, wouldn't be the worst option.
Yeah, I still like Jordan Howard over him though.
So you going Jordan Howard?
I would personally, but I mean, yeah, I'm still going Jordan. Yeah,
I haven't checked out Jordan Howard recently, so maybe I have to look into it, because maybe I agree with you. If he's done some more stuff recently, a little younger, probably a little bit more of a change of pace than David Johnson. Correct, what he would bring might be a better fit, maybe a better combo with Najee. Let me look into it.
I mean, both
something to think about.
Both would be good number twos, though. Either way, they would be upgrades to our current situation.
Yeah,
potentially. I don't want to just say that because who knows? Benny might be, in the lab right now. Anthony McFarland might be in the lab right now. Mateo Durant might be in the lab right now. Ted Warren might be in the lab right now. You know what I'm saying? Did I forget anybody? I said everybody's name right. Connor Hayward and Derek White maybe in the lab right now. All right, I got everybody, fullbacks included. I got them all.
Miles Jack.
Oh Lord, I'll throw in T.J. Watt too, since she played running back when you look game.
Yeah.
Shout T.J. Watt too. There
we should do that one time. Goal line carry to T.J. Watt. That would be kind of sick.
It's all fun and games till they really try and hit you.
He pulls a Bettis in the AFC division. Fumbles that rock.
That's all it was. Sad to see some dudes. It was a time I used to, oh yeah, man, let me get that rock, man. Until you got that ball in your hand and you see them dudes really trying to kill you. It's different when I'm used to hunting. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that's I'm hunting. It's different when you're the hunted. You're like, whoa, easy guys, easy, chill out, man. Y'all all looking at me right now. All of y'all trying to get me. Whoa. Yeah. It's different, man. I don't know if TJ really want that life right there. It's different. It's different.
Fish momentum. It says Ambition and Radio Tokyo / Deke's Band versus. Oh,
what's your name again?
No. Dang. We'll just be known as Deke's Band for now. Fair and Bradford. They really forgot that Coach T has us winning with incomplete teams. I know the O-line is iffy, but other than that, this is the most talent we have ever had in every other position. Stop playing with us. Yeah. Outside of quarterback, too.
What?
Come on.
I'll believe it alone. Yeah, I'm with you outside of quarterback. Yeah. Because I didn't know if you were talking about the context of last year or just like full body.
Well, both.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah. We've upgraded everywhere except quarterback.
Lateral or downgrade?
For the quarterback?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate a downgrade. But I think the downgrade could be good. There was factors. There's context. And I've been over this many times in terms of the sabotage. I think we're going to be fine at quarterback, though. I think we're going to be fine. I think the quarterback's going to do just fine. Yeah. Because I'm talking about 30 and 10s as being ceiling. So I must believe in something. But no, he's right. We got a ton of talent.
We do. We definitely do, bro.
2019 for us to go 8-8 with Duck Mason, and this
That
defense might even be better than
combination,
that one.
It should be. I mean, on paper, it's looking like it should be. We got obviously some things that we'll have to address, stuff like that, but it definitely
So many better weapons on offense too.
Yeah,
should be better quarterback play than 2019.
Yeah, I would agree, man.
Najee Harris over whoever we had at running back. Now we got Moats, Claypool, Deontay in his fourth year versus it was Deontay in his rookie year with James Washington and a banged up Juju who was in and out of the line. This is a way better offense, and it should be a better defense. So
it should be.
I'm with him. Like
Definitely
there's
should be, man.
No reason to think we're not going to be in the mix.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, we got a couple more left. Oh yeah, we do. There we go.
Jimbo Martinez
Shout out
says
to
salute
Jimbo.
to Steeler Nation.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And then we got Russell Schwartz. Moats still up from this midnight shift at the steel mill.
Oh wow, man!
About to pull this 16-hour shift soon. Big shout out to you,
dude. Holy cow! Yes, major
You're doing
salute.
Something I could never do,
bro. That is a grind. Get your
Thank
rest
you for the
wherever you
work.
can, but no, absolutely, definitely appreciate you. Salute you. Whew. Dang, going now. That's tough.
Fish momentum. What about Mendenhall's fumble story? Please tell me you saw this.
I did not. Talk to me.
He tweeted. All right,
Talk to me.
I might have to.
I know he's always like.
Do you remember the play?
I remember the play, and I know
don't know what's
he's
going
always
on. There's
pissed.
a beef with like.
He's
us
always
and
pissed because
CNN.
it was like a year ago, wasn't it? We were talking about this when he was like, somebody brought up the fumble, and he's like snapping. I'll put the little video up talking about it. Yeah. Hey man.
All right, I will read you the tweet, and then I'll show you the play. Do you remember the play?
I remember the play. Yeah.
I think you need to see it again.
I want to see it again. Let's do it.
Because this tweet might have you believing that he's actually right on this. Hold on. I got to go back to the archives. See, he's starting a hashtag free34. Here it is. I never fumbled that ball. My coaches would feel like assholes to say that I did. I never did. I was separated from the ball 4 yards into the backfield. That's the RB equivalent of a strip sack. There's nothing I could have done about it. Respect my career. Hashtag free34.
Say it again.
Oh, you want me to read it again?
Hold on. He said he was separated from the ball. That part. Let me just. Oh man.
There was nothing he could do about it. Hold on. I'll pull it up again. Do you want it
to
start again?
I need it from the top. It was a long week, so I need it from the top.
I never fumbled that ball. Well, I didn't say this the first time, but he includes hashtag Super Bowl 45. My coaches would feel like assholes to say that I did. I never did. I was separated from the ball. Separated in all caps.
It's kind of like we not divorced. We just separated. We ain't broken up. We just taking some time off. You
exactly.
Know? Yeah. If it's meant to be, it'll be. We'll come back. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a quick transition because the ball went right to the other team. Separation became really official, really quick.
Man, I ain't fumble. I just was separated from the ball. There ain't no fumble.
And it says 4 yards in the backfield. That's the RB equivalent of a strip sack. There's nothing I could have done about it. Respect my career.
That's actually the first time I've heard it referred to like that. Let's review the play again real quick, please.
Yeah, I had to watch it back.
Oh man.
And I was like, wait, is he on to something?
Let's see if this is the strip sack. Let me see the RB strip sack.
You see the slow-mo or the zoomed up version. I can't buy what he's saying. It's a fumble. Like, come on, bro. It's absolutely a fumble. All right, but here it is.
All right. That's a fumble. It look exactly like how I thought it looked. Bruh, that's a fumble. That is exactly what I thought it was. That's exactly how I remembered it the first time. That's not 4 yards in the backfield. That's a TFL that happens to be a forced fumble. When I'm thinking of the RB equivalent of a strip sack, you know what I'm thinking of? QB gets the ball, and as soon as he goes to hand it off, before the running back
is it the Jadeveon Clowney thing?
Yes, before he even gets the ball, he gets blasted. Or as soon as he's trying to clamp down on the ball, he's getting hit. That is the RB equivalent from my perspective for
there was time in between the handoff.
He has two hands on the ball. He's covered the ball up. He just didn't protect the ball, but he has it covered up. Yeah. And he's running downhill. He already has momentum. He's got the ball 2 steps. Like, stop that, bro. Stop it. What coach he say? You're seeking comfort. Stop seeking comfort, baby.
Yeah, that was bad.
Stop seeking comfort.
The one thing
Gotta
I
call it
agree
like we
with.
see it. We just call it like we see it, man. That's a fumble.
It's a fumble.
That's a fumble. I don't want to hear this separation. I don't want to hear any other word you want to use to sugarcoat it. Dude, that was a fumble, man.
There's nothing I could have done about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you disagree with that?
It's just what you could have done. I don't
like if you're doing a running backs training course, like what could have he done?
You just gotta hold the ball. It is that simple. Elbow. How many times have we seen elbow hit exactly like that with 2 defenders, 3 defenders? It does not matter, bro. This is the NFL. Everybody gets hit hard. Everybody strips at the ball. I'm not hearing that excuse, bro. Not at all. You protect the ball. It's that simple, bro. We all know this. It is that simple. Protect the daggone ball. It's nothing else to talk about. Protect the ball. It's kind of like as a defender, if we miss a tackle, oh man, I missed the tackle because of this or because it's like, no, bro. No. You make the play. It's a routine play. I'm sure if we cut on that full game, we're gonna see him hit like that numerous times. Or probably even harder at times, and he did not fumble that ball. He protected the ball. It just happens, bro. It's all right, man.
I need to show you. Do you remember the Mike Wallace play on 4th and like 5 or something?
Not
this
off
was
the top of my
the
head.
last play of the game for us on offense.
Not off the top of my head.
We 2-minute drill or something. We're trying to repeat Super Bowl 43 essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to show you that one. I want to hear what you think about Mike Wallace. Should he have caught it or not? I say it's a drop. I mean, it was like up here. It hit him like right in the hands. There was a defender around him.
I'm from the AB school of receiver. So if
the
ball hits your hands.
That's what I mean. It was bad.
If it hits your hands.
It doesn't get talked about.
You got to catch it, baby.
It
if it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
I'm not saying it was the best throw or anything, but hit you in the hands.
Yeah.
I think you got to catch that. We were missing Santonio.
Not without a doubt. But you ready to get to, or do we got some more supers that just came in?
I think we do. It's up to you.
We got more. All right, man. We'll hit them. We
could pause it.
We'll hit them.
I just think Mendenhall has to own it. Because he says at the end, respect my career. And that's the one thing you have right. Because you did have a decent career with the Steelers.
Salute your career. You just got to own it. And that's the thing. We talk about accountability. That's all it comes down to. It's like, yes, did you have a mistake on one of the biggest stages? Sure, it happens. You're not the first person to have a mistake on the biggest stage. You're not going to be the last person to have a mistake on the biggest stage. Just own it, though. You got to own it. Like, when he does this every year, it just makes it worse because we come back and we're like, pull up the play again. Oh, man, no, this is what I thought about. And then we all get those feelings coming back up. And it's like, bruh, all you had to do was say, yes, I fumbled. I know. That was on me. But
my bad. I really enjoyed my time in Pittsburgh. Loved it there. I had a great career, I thought.
But when you keep trying to
fans.
Minimize it and say, oh, it wasn't a fumble, I was separated from the ball, like y'all in a relationship, like, no, bro, it just makes it look bad, bro. Makes it look bad.
Yeah. All right, we got... Where am I at here? All right, Jimbo Martinez. I think I already said that.
Hey, OG Felipe TV, you funny, man. He says, yo, Moats, we need some smoke session reaction videos from you. Boy, I do be thinking about that sometimes, too. I ain't gonna lie. Pop me one of my Magic Eddie Betties and then go out there and just watch clips, record it.
Do it.
Thought about it. We'll see.
What are you going to watch?
I don't, it's probably all over the place sometimes. Like, that's what it
That'd be good.
I know it made me know. Sometimes, man, I feel like I get real Bill Walshy at times, bro.
Who's that?
Oh my goodness. No, not Bill Walsh. No. Excuse me. My goodness.
Oh, Bill Walsh. That's the 49ers coach.
Yeah, I'm thinking my day going. He does the color commentary. Hoops, UCLA.
Bill Walton.
Yeah, Bill Walton. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. But sometimes you ever listen.
Oh man, you ever hear him on some of these broadcasts?
You know
they're pretty good. They're entertaining.
You know how he gets when he's going. Sometimes I get like that. Wife would be looking at me like, babe, are you good over there? I'm like, yes, I'm actually great right now.
The fans might want it.
You never know, man. We'll see one day.
Jason Miles giving us some support. We got Michael Lathan, Sam Wode Moore, Willie Parker, Deuce Staley. Willie Parker, you got to be. That's not even a question.
Yeah, fast Willie, baby. Fast Willie.
Fish Momentum says Moats.
Even though Deuce career-wise, though.
He has good run with Philly.
Career-wise in Philly.
He was always hurt with us.
Yeah. Deuce career-wise, though, that's tough.
Could be a conversation. I have to look at Deuce's stats.
I like Deuce in Philly a lot. Like, Deuce in Philly was nice, bro.
Fish Momentum. Moats and Deke. See y'all at the games.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Tailgate Live.
Let's get it, baby.
Brent Fox just dropped in to show support.
I salute you, man. We greatly appreciate you as well, man. Oh,
and that's it. And I pronounced it right.
We got through that pretty smooth, too, man.
Yeah, I had to be quick there. I felt like we needed to talk about this Ogunjobi, right?
Should we get to this first topic?
Maybe.
I mean, we just started the show. I ain't tripping. What time is it?
10.
Oh, so yeah, we just started the show, bro. What time we started today?
9.
Oh, all right, yeah, we good. Then. Let's get it. All right, that's a great. That's give me some, baby. That's how we start. That's how we start the show. Shout out to y'all, man. All right. First topic of the day, though, officially, because we have soft topic. That's what it is. It's like a soft intro, soft opening, and then this is like the main topic. Right?
I enjoyed the super chest.
Me too. Y'all
brought up
always
a lot
off
of
the
good
chain,
things,
bro. No, dead serious though. That's the truth, man. But as everybody is aware now, yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers did go out there and make a new addition to this team. Larry Ogunjobi signed into a 1-year deal. I haven't seen the financial details just yet. Are they released just yet?
There's something updated, at least a 1-year deal worth up to $8 million, including incentives.
Okay. So there we go, worth up to $8 million. So that is definitely good. So let's talk about that part first, because, or actually, I'll continue to give a little backstory. So with Larry, this is going to be his 6th season. He played 5 seasons thus far, 4 with Cleveland, where he was drafted in the 3rd round. And then he had the 1 season with Cincinnati last year. Career high in sacks, career high in QB hits. I think it was 16 QB hits.
7 sacks?
Yeah, 7 sacks. I think it was like 12 tackles for loss. He's also had double-digit QB hits 2 more times in his career in Cleveland early on. He had 5.5 sacks back-to-back seasons. It was like 12 QB hits, 13 QB hits, and then the tackles for loss as well. So he's definitely been a productive player, not a one-hit wonder. This offseason, though, obviously he was in line to sign a $40 million deal to go to Chicago. He was coming off the, I think it was the Liz Frank, if I remember correctly. And, yeah, at that time, they failed him for the physical. For those that might have seen that and say, well, hey, man, does this mean that he wasn't in shape and now he is in shape? What does that mean? Just simply is every team has their doctors and they want to have their doctors review you. They're going to look at you from a medical-only perspective. They don't care in March if you can run, a 40-yard dash in 4.2 seconds and not get tired, because you're not supposed to be in shape like that then, just, technically. But the reason why he fell was because his foot. At that time, the doctors weren't comfortable with what his foot was or the condition of it, and that's why they ultimately failed him, and that voided the contract, and that's why he was ultimately able to still be on the market. So the big question surrounding him right now is, what is his health status? I haven't really seen a lot of information on it, but what I will say is this: based on the contract, now that we know the money associated with it, up to $8 million, but it's incentives, it makes me feel like he still is on the recovery right now. I do think he'll definitely play this year. Don't get it twisted. It's not going to be like how Tuitt's situation was, where it was not the death part, but the more open-ended. We don't know when he's coming back, if he's going to come back. Do anticipate Larry being back this season. Like I said, with the incentives, though, it just makes me feel like he might miss some time at the beginning of the year. That's my only thing. I thought if it was more guaranteed or like $8 million strong, like that's just the contract, then it would be like, hey man, we know this guy's ready to go week 1. He's gonna be here. Let's start it up and let's roll. The incentive just makes me think like, hey, he could potentially be dealing with something early on, but if he gets healthy like he can be, oh, this dude is definitely capable of playing up to that level.
Oh yeah, it's saying right here, Steelers expecting to have Larry Ogunjobi ready to go for training camp. So definitely still dealing with the recovery process. Yeah. But hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but no, I definitely like the move, though, a lot, man. It's just a ton to break down with him. I talked about it some on the film session, man, showing some of the things we're going to talk about right now, just some of his strengths and weaknesses. But to me, man, Larry answers, number one, the most important need, which is Stephon Tuitt retiring. I know the ESPN, I think ESPN.com, they had him listed as the nose tackle starting at nose and had Wormley starting at the DN spot. To me personally, I think that Larry starts the DN spot. They keep Tyson starting at that nose spot. But Larry is capable of playing both positions. Honestly, he's a guy he's a 3-down D lineman. You could play him sub package. You could play him in the base package. You could play him at the nose. You could play him at the 5 technique. He's fast. He's explosive. He understands in terms of gap assignment, fundamentally sound. He is risky, though, at times. So when we talk about pros and cons with him, he makes tackles for losses. He shoots gaps and is great when he's making those plays. But at the same time, it can hurt you at times, right? If he misses that play or, if he takes the chance at the wrong time, which does happen at times. And that's just a part of being a playmaker. So I never fault that. But I just think that he's one of those guys that you can keep him in a one-on-one. He can win a one-on-one. You can use him, working with a TJ Watt, working with Alex Highsmith in a game type situation, pass rush. He can win with that. Against the run, he could play the double team. Like I said, you could put him at the nose. He could play that as well. Like, it's not a lot of negative. To me, the biggest negative is just how healthy is he going to be? the reports, like you just said right there, saying, training camp capacity, we'll see him out there. To me, that's great news. That's great news. But
does that bump up your timeline a little bit then?
I still don't want to bump it up just because it's like if he failed a physical in March for a foot, I'm just trying to think like
he must have passed ours, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, no, because everybody's physical is different, and that's the other part. It's like Chicago might have been saying, "Hey, I don't want to pay you $40 million if I don't know if I'm going to have you until week 3," because his recovery, it hasn't shifted. I mean, if anything, it might speed up a little bit, but it's not going to be a drastic change from whenever he had the surgery and they say, hey, this is your recovery. This is the next stage. This is the next stage. That's the next stage. So it could have just been that instead of him being at this stage in March, he was at this stage. So Chicago could have been like, man, we thought that you were just, more healthy, a little bit further along. We don't want to touch it right now.
Well, especially with them being in like a rebuild mode.
Right. So it's like, hey, we don't want to deal with that. For us, it's different context. It's a little bit further in the off season now, right? We're in June here, and it's like, hey, man, we just lost our star D lineman. We're desperate. All right, who else is on the market? Yeah, we got Ndamukong Suh. Yeah, we could talk about Eddie Goldman, but it's like, yo, with those guys, they got their own baggage. They got their own things that you would have to address and stuff like that. So you look at Larry, you say, man, is it a fit? All right, can he play this position? Does he give you position flexibility? All right, are you strengthening yourself while weakening a division opponent? All right, you check that off as well. So when you talk about those things, it's like, man, we're willing to take that risk for him, and seeing that it's up to $8 million in incentives, that means that this contract is still going to be very manageable. You know what I mean? Like, it could be $4 million that was guaranteed, $5 million that's guaranteed. Who knows? But the incentives taking it up to 8, that's a good thing for the team. So that's why for me, it's just like, man, it just makes sense, the timing of it, and it makes sense for the contract to be like that. Like I said, if it was just 1 year, 8, and that was fully guaranteed, it's a different conversation. But with it being incentives, it's like they're protecting themselves as well. But I just think timing wise, he's just further along. March versus June, further along.
And we're trying to compete here.
Yeah.
Where I could see with the Bears, them being in rebuild mode, and them just saying, hey, man, like with this injury, it's not worth it. We'd love to have you on the squad, but we're going to suck anyway. Yeah. I'd rather suck and not have to pay you $40 million, $40 million bucks and not knowing what's happening with the injuries than having to do it. You know what I mean?
And then on top of that, I even think of the situation where he went, because he took a visit to the Jets as well prior to coming to us. And I was like, man, all right. Is that the case there? Like, what's going on with their mindset? Do they feel the same? Like, hey, man, we don't want to pay that type of money, or maybe he wanted, that type of money. Who knows what was going on in those negotiations? But either way, I guess I just like it across the board for us. And
I feel like it's a great fit.
Yeah, and I mean, first off, you talk about, him obviously being a former UNC Charlotte 49er. Shout out to him for that.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how
recently.
But that's how I met him.
Really?
Yeah, because like I said, my college strength coach during 15-16 time frame, or excuse me, 14, 15, 16, now that I think about it, was their strength coach down there. And during that time, that's when I had my house in Charlotte. I would always go down there and train with those dudes. Yeah, man, Larry was a cool cat, man. Good dude. But it's like, you see that, and it's like, man, just on a personal level, like, good dude. You know what I mean? And we know the whole Mason history and stuff like that. And we'll definitely address it. We'll talk about it. But as a whole, though, I think, man, like, he's a guy that guys are going to want to be around. He's a fun dude to be around. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a nice fit. That's how I look at it. But, yes, for the whole Mason thing, yeah, was he involved in a little scuffle-rooski with my man Mason? Sure he was. And that's fine, because at that time, they were opposition. You got to stick up for your guy.
It's not a big deal.
It ain't that big of a deal. No, not at all. Not at all. I think, now you're on the same team. We're competing for a championship. That's what we're doing. So, we know what the common goal is. That, that's the focus. And worst case scenario, if you got to pick between Larry and Mason, hey, Mason, can you come sit in the front seat real quick? We're just going to take a little ride around the corner. I'm going to sit in the back right behind you. Don't worry about it. All right, just keep looking forward to it. We'll have one of them. We take the ride around the corner. I'll come back. Where'd Mason go? I don't know. But Larry's here still. You know what I mean? Like that. If they cannot come on one accord. But to me, I don't think that's going to be an issue at all, man. I think that, when you talk about guys coming into an NFL locker room, we've all had beef with somebody or somebody's friend or somebody at some time in the NFL. And then eventually y'all become teammates. And you're like, oh, so how you want to do this? Are we going to just fight every day?
He's protecting his guy or protecting his team.
Right.
I mean, we would be celebrating it if it was Pouncey or like Harrison. You know what I mean?
And I say you would look at him crazy if he did not say something, if he did not have his guys back. That's how I always looked at it. It's like, man, when we would talk about them Cincinnati Bengals, right? The whole Burfict situation and all that. Anytime we had a chance to talk to them dudes, like they were around the scenario, and it's like, bro, we knew he was wrong. We knew he was tripping. We didn't want to do it, but that's our guy. So we're going to roll with it. I'm like, I know the feeling, because there's been some fights that we done been in, and it's like, bro, why are we even fighting right now? Why would you even say, like, bro, you dead wrong for that. But I gotta roll because you my man. It's like, yeah. So when I look at that Larry situation, I think it's the exact same thing, bro. It's like, hey, man, you gotta roll what you do. All right, I get it, man.
Yeah, obviously a cheap
roll what
shot.
You do, man.
But also, obviously, nothing personal against Mason.
Yeah.
That could have been any quarterback. It's just,
absolutely.
If a scuffle's happening,
yeah,
I'm going to try to defend my dude.
Absolutely.
And like I said,
you would have my back if I was in a scuffle. You would
I try. I give my best efforts.
If I was losing, you would save me?
I try. I might. Maybe I'll call 911 or something.
We both could be getting beat up in this case.
Yeah, I think that's probably the
At least
most
we
likely
could come
scenario.
on the show and we both had like black eyes
We got
together.
stories,
you know what I'm
right?
saying? Yeah, man. It'll be dope. By the time we make it back, we're gonna say it was like 50 people that jumped us, bro. You know how that go.
Am I wrong in saying after Stephon Tuitt retired, this is probably the best fit or the best player that we could get?
Yes, age, productivity, money. I thought across the board fit. Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking Hargrave initially, but whenever we talked about Hargrave,
he's
maybe
more
not
true
the,
nose. Yeah,
maybe not the best fit on the defensive line.
Yeah, because he's true nose, or when you go sub package ball, you bump him out there to that 3 tech, and that's fine. But in our base defense, we're asking our guys to play 5 techniques. There's a lot more space. And for Larry, when you watch how he's built, he's built similar to a Hargrave in a sense, right? So you don't expect him to be able to be athletic and rangy enough to play out there. But when you cut the tape on, he changed directions extremely well. And I think that even though he's a good athlete, I think that he plays hard. So you'll watch him shoot gaps at times, and even though he has to change direction, sure, if you're asking him to, hey, man, race this guy, is he going to lose the race? Probably. But when you watch how, okay, he understands, I got to get to this point, this thing I need to take, and he puts his head down, and he runs like a son of a gun. Like, that's the other part that I like a lot about him, because especially when you talk about big body D linemen, effort is always the big question. Is this guy going to play hard? Is he going to play hard more times than not? If the player's over there, is he going to run to the ball? Which is why I added one of those clips up there to show that on his film session. But with him, though, man, it's like this dude, bro, like his change of direction, his ability to just foot in the ground, get down the line. He's making plays on some screen stuff. Like, that's the part where it separates him from, like I said, a Hargrave. Because even though Hargrave is athletic, I just don't know space-wise. That's a bit much to ask him to do when you're talking about, I mean, bro, Larry's lining up on Trent Williams, the $100 million left tackle out in San Fran. Like, that's a different element than when you're talking about Hargrave potentially line up on like a guard and stuff. You know what I mean? And even Sue doesn't do a ton of that, bump out there and play 5 technique. He's 4-3 down D lineman, 3 technique, shooting the gap. So for Larry, I mean, it does across the board make the most sense at this time of year based on who we had available. But
because with Hargrave, we would have had to trade for him, or anyone else that isn't a free agent.
Yeah, and Hargrave would have cost a lot more. Hargrave cost a lot more money, man.
Definitely outside of the free agents, I think we would have put Ogunjobi at the top between probably him Goldman, and Sue.
Yeah, him and Eddie, yeah. And I thought Sue, even though Sue's the most accomplished, I thought Sue was third on that list because of his age.
And maybe less of a fit, as you were just saying
absolutely.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done some of that 5 technique stuff, but hasn't really done it throughout his career.
Yeah. Whereas I can pull up clips last year, like of Larry playing in this style of defense. But you can also pull up clips of Larry in Cleveland where it was a different style of defense. But that's the thing when you talk about a guy that's position flexible, who can play all 3 interior D lineman spots. That's what Larry brings, and that's why he was in line to get paid what he was going to get paid. That's why Larry has been a successful player in this league. You don't, not just even the pass rush part, but the tackles for loss, that part, you're not getting that without consistently being a fundamentalist, being a crazy hard player, like, because the NFL is just too hard to make plays. Like, that's why a lot of guys don't make a ton of plays, because it's the best of the best, you know what I mean? But when you talk about Larry, like, he has that type of work ethic. He has that type of motor when you cut the film on, and that's why he's been able to do what he's done. I'm just hoping, like I said, if the sooner he gets healthy, bro, the scarier we are, because now you're talking about you can't double team Cam and TJ. You can't double team them both. and try to double team Larry, because Larry at times at the end of the year, he was starting to get that double team action. That was what was going on because you couldn't single block. He cooked the switch. That's why you see the career high in sacks and tackles for sacks and QB hits last year. Like, he's just started understanding that, hey man, multiple ways, whether it be finesse, whether it be physicality, whether it be gains, whether it be inside stunt, outside effort plays, like just across the board, he showed that. And that's nice, man. That's, you talk about a guy continuing to get better, a guy coming into his prime. That's what we're getting. Just got to get him healthy.
I got a couple questions. Or a couple
let's talk
thoughts.
about it, man.
Upgrade over to it.
I'm gonna say no, and this is why. We'll put it like it's an upgrade. Just first off, because he's available. We know, like,
played more recently too.
Yeah, so in that capacity, sure, because he is here, and we know mentally he wants to be here. We know this is his.
He's playing
passion.
for a big contract too.
Like, we know where he's at. Whereas we didn't have to it last year, and if he would have came back this year, who knows what that would have been mentally for him, physically as well. But the reason I won't say it's an upgrade is because athletically, bro, Tuitt is a freak athlete. Tuitt is probably one of the top 5 most athletic guys I've ever seen. Like, he reminds me of Mario Williams, the first $100 million defender. The first, because we paid him in Buffalo. The number 1 over Reggie Bush draft.
Texans, yeah,
absolutely. So Tuitt puts me in the mind of him. Now, Mario still was off the chart outlier. I've never ever come close to seeing a guy that size, that athletic, still to this day. And I've seen a lot of football, I've seen a lot of players, I've watched a lot of tape as well. I've never seen somebody like that, not even close, bro. But to me, Tuitt, in terms of his size, his frame, that dude is so athletic, the speed, the change of direction. Like, to me, Larry just isn't that caliber athlete, but Larry is still a productive player. So in a weird sense, it's like, you could say that you'll probably, when it's hard to say, well, I was gonna say I would call Larry more consistent throughout his career, because I think Tuitt, when Tuitt is on is like kind of like we talk about, like, when we talk like, oh man, I'd rather have a guy that has like 2 amazing seasons, whereas I'd rather have a guy that had 10 like really good seasons. You know what I mean? But just the context of it. Whereas to me, I think of Tuitt like that. I think of Tuitt like how he was the final year we saw him play here. That thing was crazy. How he's had moments where it's like, yo, you might be the best D lineman.
2.5 sacks,
like,
3 sacks in a game type of stuff. Yeah.
Like, that's what you're capable of. But we also will remember Tuitt has some games where it's like, yo, is he out here? Where are you at?
Browns game, the wild card.
Whereas with
that
Larry,
whole defensive line was terrible.
Yeah, whereas with Larry, I don't feel like you have the spikes as much, but his high, I don't think his ceiling is anywhere to where Tuitt's is. But I think his floor is higher, though, because I think that he's just a more consistent player in that capacity.
Another thing to think about is he's getting paid less than Tuitt.
Oh, yeah.
Up to 8.
Yeah.
What was Tuitt's contract? It was in the 11 or 12, right? Mm-hmm. We saved 9 when he retired.
Correct.
Dude, Omar Khan, I don't know how he's pulling this off.
Yeah, Omar cooking, man. Omar.
You got to assume what? His deal's probably 5 or 6, and then the incentives are like 2 or 3.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm either 5 or 6, or I say 4 and 5. And they just heavy in terms of like the sacks, in terms of, all right, how we are against the run, postseason success. I'm sure it's going to have some of that type of stuff in there.
Incredible value, even if you're saying not a definitive upgrade over Tuitt, but just to get Ogunjobi at $4 or $5 million versus Tuitt at 11, 12, whatever it was.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't call him an upgrade, but this is like when you talk about the value, though, this is just up there. Absolutely. That contract, all those things we just talked about, 100%.
Yeah, the only thing you're worrying about is the injury. Yeah. But you got to think, as I mentioned, him playing on a contract year like this, and if these reports are true, ready by training camp, all signs are pointing in the right direction. His defense is going to be lethal.
No, it should be, man.
If he's healthy,
yeah.
Another thing. This is just more of a thought. Do you have any takeaways from these incentives on the deals now?
No, I was going to say, I like that.
Right, with the incentives, and now Ogunjobi.
If this is an Omar thing, because obviously when Trubisky was here, we know that Cobra was still the guy.
I was going to say Con had influence, but they didn't know who's going to be the GM at that point.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to figure out, but I haven't. But he technically still would be in that conversation.
Maybe it was a new wrinkle that Colbert found. He's passing on to Con. He found out about incentives now.
Think about this, though. Who is the negotiator of the contracts? Told you Omar. So Omar is in these, like, whether it was the voidable years that we saw from a year ago, Omar is in those conversations. These incentives, Omar could very much be in there and have been telling Colbert, like, look, man, this is the new wave. This is what we need to start doing more. This is what we need to evolve to. Maybe that was why they chose him over Brandon Hunt and company. Who knows? But the incentives I like. I mean,
Doesn't hurt you.
no, not at all. For me as a player, it's like I got a love-hate relationship with incentives as a player. But from a business standpoint, I like incentives when you're trying to get big fish. And Larry, during this time of year, is a big fish. And why do you need incentives to get the big fish? You don't have to guarantee that money. You don't have to give it all up on the front end. But it's like you're dangling that carrot in front of them. Hey, I need you. I don't want to pay you this just yet. But if you ball out and do all these other things, oh, you'll get that. You'll get that. That's essentially what an incentive is, right? That's what it is. It's just, come on. Oh, almost. Oh, all right, now you got it. Or you're close, but you didn't get this one. But you got all these other ones. That's good. And then as the owner, hey, man, we won. We're great. As a player, love-hate relationship because it's like, man, you want your money guaranteed, less risk. Don't want to play around with injury, stuff like that, or just having a bad season. So that's the part where it's like you don't like it. But at the same time, I've benefited from incentives. That was how I got my first, like, breakout, the big boy check coming. You know what I mean? Through my incentives. Just steady, you hit it, and it's like, oh man, all right. So it's like it's a gift and a curse. Like I said, it's fun, but it's a lot harder to get those incentives because it's a lot of things that gotta go right. But if you're a team, that's a weapon. You use it. Yeah. You use that, baby.
Well, especially when you have guys like Juju or Trubisky, or in this case as well, Ogunjobi, who I don't want to say with Ogunjobi, maybe in a way, just because of the injuries, but they're on prove-it years.
No, absolutely they are.
So
prove-it years.
It doesn't hurt the player.
Yeah, without prove-it style deals, because like a prove-it deal typically is like minimum, right, or $1 million. But it's like, yeah, that's a nice way to put it. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, on a prove-it deal. I think it doesn't hurt the player. Like, if that's the best deal you're gonna get, or maybe say the money's pretty much equal, or maybe you could get $1 million or $2 million more guaranteed somewhere else, but you're in a better situation and the incentives could be more, then yeah, I think it could make sense for a player.
Yeah.
Especially if it's only on like a 1-year deal or something like that.
Excuse me, I would agree. Man, I tell you, man, that tea was hot, bro. You see, man, my eyes
was that tea?
Yeah, bro. Man, my eyes water up, man.
Anything else with this deal? Just a great deal. Adding to the defense, we're still the highest paid.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with this at all, bro. Definitely still the highest paid defense, without a doubt. Still the highest paid.
We're just adding to that number.
I will say, I think we're upgraded though. Upgraded than like, we're a better defense with him than what we are without him.
You adding a win or two to your win totals?
Nah, I ain't doing all that.
You're thinking about it.
Nah, because I like my total. I felt good about my total. Yeah, I felt good about my total.
9 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, give us 10. Give us double digits.
Nah, because my win and loss total was never predicated on our defense. It was never predicated on this O-line. It was never predicated on our running back or our wide receivers. It's solely predicated on who's at quarterback and what that looks like. And of all these moves we're making, it still does not address that spot. That's why, for me, I'm still sitting where I'm sitting.
Wait till training camp preseason, maybe?
Yeah. I need to see a game. Yeah. I need to see a preseason game in some capacity. Something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm like, defense been, like, we knew we had a talented defense. We knew the hole we needed was to it. And we said, man, even when he retired, it was like, okay, well, we could still adjust it to this way. We could still make it happen that way. We still haven't figured out who's number one, who's starting quarterback first off. We don't even know that just yet. We speculate and we got options, but we don't even know who that is just yet. Then it's like, okay, if this guy does he start the whole season? Does he switch him out? I'm like, none of that makes me feel good about adding wins. Yeah. But that's why I need to see it. Once I see it, I'm good.
You want to get to the super chat?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
R. Barley 18. D-line is sussy to me, especially at nose tackle. Why are teams shying away from a squat monster like Shelton? I'd love to have him. Thoughts?
Oh, man. Shelton been in the league for a little minute, too, bro. He's talking about Danny Shelton, right?
I think so.
Was it Washington? That's where he played at, right? University of Washington?
Let's see if you're right on this.
Yeah, he was in Cleveland and stuff like that.
He was born in Washington. Education, University of Washington.
Okay, yeah. I thought I had it right. Yeah,
yeah, he's been around. Yeah, what, Lions here?
He used to wear the face paint, too. Yeah, he wore the little face paint. Danny, cool dude, man. Shoot, I remember he was one of the first, not one of the first guys, but I actually ran into him by accident when he was playing in Cleveland, in Pittsburgh at the hotel. We were getting ready to play them that weekend, and in the NFL, bro, we'd be like, "Oh man, f y'all, I ain't got nothing for none of y'all." So usually we're not over there. But I was hosting an event for the Ronald McDonald House Charities. It just happened to be at their team hotel. I was like, "Oh man, this is very interesting." Saw me in here suited up, me, Ronald McDonald. We go in the elevator. We open the elevator up. Like, yo, who is this massive man walking in here with us? Good old Danny Show. Now in my mind, I'm like, I got big talk for you guys tomorrow when I got my team with me. Said right now, it's got Ronald McDonald in a suit. I don't want no smoke. I said, "What up, dude?" Left it alone, got off the elevator, was good to go, baby. You know what I'm saying? But hey, in my mind, I was like, "Hey, man," I looked at him. I thought about it. But I was like, "Nah, I ain't got time right now. Me and Ronald, we chilling." Chill, man. Shout out to Danny, man. But no, he could. The only reason I don't think that they would go after him right now is because, like you said, when you talk about Tyson, when you talk about Montravius, those guys can play your true nose technique and they can bump out and give you some of that sub package 3-down lineman stuff. Whereas with Danny, I think that he's more just a true traditional like put them hands on him. He gonna keep your LBs clean. But I don't think that in terms of what we would need with Tua, he wouldn't answer that question for us. So that's why for me, I didn't think that it would make sense to go with him, but he's still a heck of a player. I don't. Where's he at recently? Was it Detroit? Said
Lions last
right?
year. Yeah. 2 years with New England.
Cause he's still what? He's what? 27, 28.
28 last year.
I was
He'll be 29.
He's still young, man. Yeah.
So here's my question.
Good player.
You were talking about replacing Tua, but if it's strictly him subbing in and out with Tyson, would that not be bad?
In terms of Danny?
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be bad, but Montravius, to me,
you like Montravius over it. I guess that's the big question.
Right, that's my and it's not that I like Danny any less than I like Montravius. It's just Montravius is here. We've already seen him. I already saw a year of what he could look like, and I like that. I like the speed that he plays. I like the versatility. He kind of reminds me, in a sense, of a Larry Ogunjobi, just not as consistent, but that framework of big body guy, explosive. I mean, we even when we signed him, I put up the film session of him showing some of the ways that he could shoot the gap, his hand placement, how he can play up and down that D line. Danny he doesn't give you that, but Danny to me is better against the run. Danny is way more stouter against the run, but Danny is also a more just solid, stronger. Because man, Danny's not. Is he American Samoan or is he poly? He's one of those. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he just has like that strength, that girth with him, bro. Like, it's just different. You watch him versus Montravius, it's like, man, what do I want? Who you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit different though in the context. But for me, since Montravius is already here, that's why I'm just like, I'm rolling with Montravius, and we already got 7 dudes in this room, and we trying to figure out, we're gonna keep all 7, or we going somebody getting dropped.
Right. And how many times are we going to go to probably nickel formations where it's just Ogunjobi and Cam? Yeah. And then you have TJ and Highsmith.
We talk about how now your sub package defense is essentially your base defense because of how often you're in it. So it's like, man, we're not even going to be using these 3 dudes that much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Tyler LaQuatra. Shout out Calvin Austin III. Laughing emojis.
Hey,
Did he do something recently?
Go. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Must have done something funny.
I don't know. Probably did, though.
Maybe he's a comedian.
Yeah.
All right. Who was that?
Oh, I did see your boy Kenny take the rookies to the baseball game, though. Leadership, baby.
That was.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
That was.
Yeah. That's a fun time. I ain't gonna lie, man. Anytime the guys take you to the suite, you be like, dang, man, you my favorite teammate today. Yeah.
All right. Who the hell was that? That was
Tyler LaQuatra.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We're back. Michael,
man,
right?
Bro, you got stuffed up, man. What you was on, man?
I stayed up late last night.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Was you with Bart? Bart had them shroomies out, man. Maybe you was with him, man. You was eating the magic mushrooms, bro. You got chill.
I wasn't doing that. Michael Latham says, Steelers top 10 defense, question mark. Oh, yeah, for sure. If so, who are the other 9? Oh, my. That might be another conversation for another day.
Yeah, that's... Whew.
Packers are up there.
I'm throwing Packers up there. Definitely throwing Bills in there. I'm throwing New England in there. No. Am I throwing New England in there?
Oh, yeah. They lost J.C. Jackson.
JC, yeah.
They lost a couple guys.
Chargers, though, got to be in that conversation. Because they didn't add it with J.C.
Yeah, they were bad
Khalil
last year, but yeah.
Still got Derwin out there. Bosa out there. Sure, San
Fran. Broncos, maybe.
Yeah.
The corners.
Mm-hmm. And they got the rushers. I wonder with San Fran, what they lost this offseason. Definitely like Indy, though. I think that they got a
I guess you got to say Rams.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they really lost anything. Got Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Bobby Wagner, Jalen Ramsey.
How you feel about Tampa?
If that's your base, I told you Tampa's gonna be interesting this year.
Yeah. Defense though, not team, just defense.
They'll be solid. Top 10. They're borderline top 10. I'd say top 15, top 10.
Trying to think who else will we put in that conversation.
Yeah, because they're not gonna have Sue back.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's the end of the world, but I mean Devin White, Levante.
Yeah. They still got Shaq Barrett out there. Excuse me.
Yeah, they're gonna be solid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how their corners are gonna do though.
Yeah.
We're definitely in the top 10 though.
Now we in there. Yeah.
I'm saying top 5 right now.
Cincinnati is intriguing. I think Cincinnati is going to be one of them teams too because they got the edge rushers last year. We saw that really step up. Jesse Bates, Hilton, their inside linebackers were definitely way better last year.
Jesse Bates hold out though.
Well, and also we got to see now because they also losing Larry Ogunjobi. He started 16 games for them last year.
Exactly.
Yeah, 16 games, 7 sacks. I mean that's a lot of productivity, man.
I guess he was never gonna go back to the Bengals though. Anyway.
Right.
I'm assuming. I don't know if after he. I don't want to say diss the Bears. I mean, he just didn't pass the physical. After that contract fell through, were there any talks of him going back to the Bengals, or was it just over?
I never even checked it out like that, honestly.
Yeah, I have no clue. But yeah, that was another reason why that Ogunjobi move was great.
Mm-hmm. Let me think, who else, man, would be in this conversation? Yeah, top 10 defense. That's interesting, man. Yeah. I'd have to look, man, because with the whole free agency moves and the draft, it's who got who? Because we don't really look at all that.
There's definitely not stuff that I remember.
Off the top of my head, I'm like, God, no, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody that was a big signing move somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's just another conversation for another day.
We definitely in the topic though.
All right, we got next with the super chats. I think it's. Wait, we got a few here. This is Michael. No, I already said that. Michael Latham. No, did he say?
I think he had another one.
That's what it is. He said top 10 defense. He says number 1 defense, just to clarify.
Oh. He say top 10 and we not number 2 through 9. That what he said? We not 2 through 10. We
I'm
top 10 though.
I'm good with that. It's on paper though. You got to prove it this year.
Yeah.
I'm fine with just top 5. Like you want to do the objective approach, whatever. You have your personal biases. I think top 5 for sure.
In the division, what's Cleveland?
I mean, they're going to be decent too.
Baltimore still.
Yeah, Baltimore. I mean,
they still.
No matter who they have, they're going to be a decent defense. They're going to have their third string cornerback out there somehow making some plays.
They just switch coordinators and it's like, oh yeah, they're still out there. Yeah. Dang, is that yeah? Yeah, because Miami was good, but they don't have Flores, so that's going to be interesting to see what that turnover looks like. Texans, nah. Jacksonville, nah. Yes, I mean, I like this conversation.
Colts, I feel like.
We'll dive into that. Yeah.
I feel like their defense is kind of suspect at times. They're not bad. They're top 15. They're not like a bottom 15 defense, but.
I got to go back and look.
They're a little suspect.
You have to go back and look, man. I mean, technically, they could say that we were a little suspect, too.
Well, last year, but I think we made some big improvements here.
But that's the part for me where I'm like, I need to see what they did because I'm sure they saying the same thing. And they
the
look
Colts?
Like, and they looking like, man, we want as bad as y'all. Yeah.
Our Barley, 18, says, I meant as a true nose tackle. So that's why I asked you that question.
Yes, I got you. Yep.
We haven't had one in a long time. Yeah. Also, the run D fell off since losing Javon Hargrave, and he is Samoan in terms of Danny Shelton.
Okay. But a couple of things, man. The context in terms of the run defense falling off since Hargrave left. Yes and no. Yes, in a sense, but we largely felt that when Tyson went down as well. We did not necessarily feel that way when Tyson was healthy the year prior to last year. That's my only thing with that. And we also had Tua out there as well. So context with it. Yeah, I know the timing of it kind of worked out, and then now it's like, oh man, it's been downhill. But there are different variables in there with that, man. But nah, man, Hargrave's a heck of a player, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. Hope Brian Flores stays long enough until Mike Tomlin retires. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I don't think Coach T retired anytime soon, man.
But if we were gonna have a coaching transition, that would be the one I would want.
Man, we got Flores 3 years max. Y'all know this, man. Stop.
1 year, I'm saying.
That's what I said. 3 max. I'm hoping that we can get 2 out of them.
2 would be amazing.
If we can get 2, I'll be thinking.
One's house money anyway.
Yeah, if we get 2, I'm thinking the football guys, but I don't see this lasting long, man. In a good way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Calmonier, despite not having Big Ben, I think this might be the deepest roster the Steelers have had in a while. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Steelers
board, man.
Have a lot of faith in Canada. I don't.
I will say this.
You were liking some of the stuff.
Yeah, going back and watching just the touchdowns from Pat Freiermuth, seeing how Matt Canada utilized him and moved his alignment around. Literally, of the 7 touchdowns, he has touchdowns at every wide receiver position. The number 1 spot, the slot spot, the tight end spot, the backside, the nub, the extended nub, like all these different alignments. And I'm just looking and I'm like, this is Matt Canada trying to isolate to get one-on-ones for Pat and scheming them, where coverage-wise, they know by his alignment right here in this front looking like that, it has to be isolation on the backside. It has to be a one-on-one on the backside. And that was what he started to pinpoint, but it was more so in the red zone. My thing is, don't wait to the red zone.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were saying
Use
all
more
last year.
Yes, that's my thing. So I was encouraged in a sense by that. And going back, because I was kind of like conflicted even when I was doing the film review of do I want to just do his touchdowns or just some of his plays as a whole, because some of the plays as a whole, you can see where it was like, all right, yeah, they would utilize him here, but it would only be like 1 or 2 times. It wasn't a ton of it. But then you look at the red zone, I'm like, bro, every time we down here, that's when he becomes a focal point. That's when they start to move him wherever he's at. It's action. And it's crazy. Like, you don't even think about, like, when you're in the season is week by week. But when you sit here and just cut them up, and that's why, like, as players, when we talk about film study, it's like we watch games, but we also watch cut-ups. Because if I watch you do the same play 30 times in a row, I'm going to pick up on a tendency. I'm going to pick up on something, whether it's, oh, he aligns this way, he does that, because you're seeing it over and over. Whereas when you're watching just a game, it's like, all right, cool, he did it that game. But after I watched that whole game, all them other plays and everything else that happened, I done forgot maybe 1 or 2 little things. But when you're watching just every one, bam, 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 it just stand out. And that was definitely one of the things with Pat. But that made me realize what Matt Canada was doing. And that's why I was like, okay, Matt, all right, I like this part right here. I already know you love Najee. I like that too. Can we just expand this? Expand this. And based on what I was seeing in the spring, it looks like we were expanding it. So that was good. They were utilizing him a lot more. The 2 tight end sets a lot more. So we're going to see. But, yeah, the more I saw Pat, man, like, yeah, that dude, bro. Yeah, Matt Canada, he got one. He got one. Come on, Matt. Hey, just keep using him. Just keep using him.
Fish momentum. No. Am I right on that?
Yeah, you're good. Yep.
Am I? Yeah, I am. He says, who has more picks? He's talking about the NBA draft.
Or was he talking Troy versus Ed?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. Or was he talking?
I think it is Ed Reed, though. If
No,
you're talking about picks.
yeah.
I think it is.
But just by the nature of position. He's in
Exactly.
position for it, yeah. Or was he talking about the verses, Mario versus Omarion? Like, remember we was talking about the eating all that? Yeah, because he on the R&B kick. That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking
And he
about.
like Pretty Ricky. Remember the ambition? That's all the same family. I would not watch a Pretty Ricky versus because I feel like it's gonna look like what I tuned in on a couple times. I'm like, bro, I don't need all that freaky stuff, man. Y'all got chill. We freaky enough already. Shout out, 11 years, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got time. I'm gonna be transparent with you, bro.
Okay.
It's completely off topic.
Okay.
So my daughter KK,
Okay.
15. She's in that age where she's liking a lot of boys, right? She wants to date. You already know we always be joking about. She's oh, Dad, I want to talk about. No, da. Show some of the storybook stuff, right? Oh yeah, Dad, yeah, I read this love story. Or she'll post on her social these memes. Oh, I want a guy that's gonna hold my hand and just count my hairs in my head. Oh, I want a guy that's gonna hold me tight and we just watch the sunrise. So as a dad, I'm always like, bruh, I don't like any boy that likes you because you my daughter. And I don't like any boy that you like because you're my daughter. You're mine. And I can't have you liking people because I'm going to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? But I can't tell her that all the way. So when she's always talking about, oh, I like this, I want to see that, or this is what love is, I've recently started whatever she does, I do it with my wife right in front of her. She don't like it now. So she'll be like, oh, I want a guy that's going to kiss me in my eyes and tell me I'm beautiful all the time of the day. So I wake up in the morning, wife be around, Cakey be there, I start kissing wifey. Oh, baby, you so beautiful. All this makeup right here. Oh, I want a person that's going to passionately make out with me one day. Oh, come here, Bill, passion maker. She's like, Dad, stop. What are you doing? I'm like, this is what you always posting, right? You want love, right? You want a relationship. I'm trying to show you what it look like. So now it would be, going back and forth. But I just had to get that off my chest. Does that make me a bad person for doing that, bro?
Do you think that strategy is successful?
I don't know just yet, bro.
Because what's the other one? Just saying like, screw all those memes,
you know
screw
what
all
I'm
those
saying?
thoughts. It ain't real life.
It ain't real. So I'm like, and I tell them like, you should ask your friends what a successful relationship looks like. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, ask them. We've been married for 11 years, but we're not successful. Not at all. Don't worry about us. You know, check your friends. But she don't be feeling me, man. I be like, you know, I got you.
Oh, she's not asking you guys for advice at all.
Nah, she do every once in a while. But it's like she got that, you know, it's that dad-daughter parent dynamic. Like, they don't believe us. I'm like, we've been married for 11 years. Just take some coaching. Trust me on this one. She's like, nah, Dad, I got this. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm not a bad person for doing that, though, right? Petty, slightly petty, yes. Slightly petty because my intentions are not all good with this. Slightly petty because I'm like, I'm tired of you talking about boys. But at the same time, I have to allow her to grow, you know? But that's my, like, response. Anytime I see her talk about a boy, even if I see her, we walking, and sometimes she'll, I'm like, oh, okay, we doing that? I'll go, hey, wife, you walk in front of me. Dad, come here, girl. Yeah, I get rid of that. And she be like, Dad, why you gotta look at mom like that? I be like, no, that what you want, right? That what you want me to look? hey, mean. Hey, babe, girl, you cheeked up. What? Don't say that about mommy. I'm sorry. This is what happens on the podcast, man. I talk about my personal life, you know?
I'm wondering if anyone in the comments
Let's see what they saying, man. I'm gonna read.
has any suggestions or if they agree with what you're saying or disagree with it. Well, we got one saying D'Angelo May has the skeleton head emoji, saying like they're dead.
Shoot the Rock says it's savagery. He has the dead emoji as well. He says that's hilarious. LOL. And Stoogie McLean, excuse me. He says, nah, just makes you a father, Moats, with the laughing emoji. Yeah, I'm saying, okay. We get some little love. Everybody, they ain't tripping over there. Okay.
Miski says that's some teaching technique for sure. Rod Dollar says, I told her don't date until 32. So he's just kind of like,
yeah, man.
This is the line. You gotta wait till then.
And I'm always like, hey, I'm all for young love, and I don't want to say never because she's like, oh, what if you find your high school? So I'm like, I'm a probability guy. I'm a numbers guy. I'm really analytical. The numbers aren't in your favor, babe. They're not in your favor. High school sweetheart. Oh, we're going to be married for somebody. It's just not a good. It's a small sample size. And even with that sample size, I hear regrets with some of those people in that sample size. That's all I'm saying, man. You got to be careful, baby. You got to be careful on this one, man. But yeah, bro. Yeah, I be trying, man. But it's different when it's dad. It's different. But that's been my approach lately. It's like anytime she posts or says anything, I'm like, I'm going to just do that with my wife. Because clearly that's what the young guys are and the young ladies are doing. And not hit with, well, you know.
So, yeah, you're trying to stay a little young, too.
Yeah. I said, well, KK, you know, 11 years, you got to keep it spicy. I started turning on TikTok for, you know, tips on how to keep it spicy with wife. You know what I'm saying? I seen the videos you know what I'm saying? She's like, Dad, no. I'm like, well, if every time you post, every time you like it, I'm gonna do it. All right, that's what we on. You don't know. If you like it, if I see your likes this, if I see you post it on your story, I'm doing it to wifey right on the spot. I don't care. And she down for whatever because she loves me. How about that? Yep, that's my energy right now, bruh. That's my energy, man.
You got some positive vibes. You already talked about Stoogie McLean, but he also says, Moti, you sound like a great father.
Hey, man, I be trying, man. I appreciate y'all, man. But, yo, this parent stuff be stressing me out, bro. I like him. Oh, he like me. Nah, you need to like Jesus.
Yeah, read the Bible. Mm-hmm. Read the Bible. Yeah, you're right. Jesus.
Oh, no. And it's the other thing, right? I literally had, because she's always trying to, hey, Dad, man, what about this dude? You know, he likes me, da-da-da. This is the new angle. Said, Dad, I think you'll like this one. Because at first she was like, oh, he plays sports. You like because he plays ball like you. I'm like, nah, I don't like athletes. I know what athletes are. I can't stand them. So then she's like, so she's like, Dad, you'll like this guy. He's a good guy. I'm like, oh, word. All right, what's good about him? He watches your podcast. That's what
he's a good guy.
Like, what?
He's a good guy. Yeah.
You talking about he's a good guy? Stop it.
Although we do have some savages in the chat.
I'm like, that doesn't make it any better. Oh, he's like, yeah, he watches the podcast. I'm like, oh, hello.
Is he in the chat? What's his name?
I'm like, bruh, wait a minute. I'm like, yo, the chat, we get a little OD at times, man. But yes, bruh. Yes. She's like, yo, he watches your podcast. That's like her new thing. Oh, he watches the show. He watches the show. I'm like, bro, you got to chill. Like, just because they watch the show does not mean I'm going to like them. Okay?
He might have just started watching the show, too.
He ain't on day one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You should have her ask him what was the first episode you watched.
What's his super chat looking like? What's his super chat contributions looking like? You know what I mean? I like official momentum a lot more than I like some other people. I'm just throwing it out there, all right? All right.
Yeah, you could give him some podcast trivia.
That's it. That was her thing. Oh yeah, he watched the podcast, Dad. He a good dude. I'm like, no, stop it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, these are responsibilities I don't got to deal with.
Yes. You're lucky right now, man. Take your time, man. Take your time. But I had to get that off my chest, man. I apologize.
Oh yeah,
for that, man. Every once in a while, man. I just, it's one of them ones. And because we haven't talked in a while, I've been holding this in. I ain't got a chance to talk. I ain't talking to my therapist. I ain't talking to nobody.
Sure.
I'm like, yo, I gotta get this off. All right. So it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was that Calamanier?
Yeah. So
Official Momentum said who has more picks. We still don't know what he's talking about there. But then also says don't sign Sue. He stepped on Ben in Miami. Well, after
you did say that, right? Yeah, I didn't see that, but you said that, right?
I don't remember that. I remember the Richard Seymour play whenever we played the Raiders.
Right, and I remember Sue stepping on.
It was the Lions.
Rodgers? No,
yeah,
he was with the Lions. It was Rodgers on Thanksgiving, though. Yeah.
There's some cheap shot.
Yeah,
he had a lot of cheap shots up with the Lions.
Like in the nuts, like
that's what it was. There was one of those too.
Yeah, Sue be wild. Sue definitely be wild. But Sue is one of them dudes that everybody talk about. Oh man, I wouldn't allow him to do that until you see Sue in person. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people got stuff to say to Sue when they see him in person.
How about this question from Official Momentum? Who will be better, Mitch, Lamar, Burrow, or the Browns quarterback?
That's actually
for next season.
I like Lamar if the squad's healthy, but Joe, it's hard to go against Joe too, though, bro. It's hard to get his Joe, but I do wonder, like when we talked about the whole like Super Bowl hangover type situation, young team, like that was a ton of success for them early on. What does that look like this all season? How did they come back? Whereas Lamar, he was on one last year before he got hurt. He's in a contract year. He's still trying to get paid, and their team was just ravaged with injuries. And they're gonna have the same momentum that we're using in terms of Haskins passing. Oh, we're galvanizing the troops. Well, now they're doing that as well over there in Baltimore.
So they definitely have downgraded at the receiver position, but
upgraded the tight end position.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going back more to like their 2019 approach.
The MVP season for him. It was 19 the MVP season, or was it 18? No,
19.
19.
Yeah, because that's 19. When we were dealing with Duck and Mason. I'll never forget that. Wow. Yeah, I think the safe call was just Burrow. Mm-hmm. I think that's the safe call, but I could see maybe Lamar having a better regular season, like stats wise.
I don't think,
but I think I'd still take one game. I'd take Burrow over Lamar.
Well, because Joe is more. Joe's just a conventional, like true quarterback. Whereas Lamar, we know he's more outlier. He's more dual threat, and he's not elite passing like Joe is, but he has elite athletic ability, and that's the part where it's like, well, you always feel like you got a chance with him. But I'm with it though, man.
I will say this though, don't count out whoever is at Steelers quarterback. I do think they're going to be flirting with top 12, top 10 type of status.
Should we say the same about the Browns?
Deshaun Watson?
Or whoever.
The combination?
Yeah.
No. Not Brissett, dude. No.
You got if we're gonna throw Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and Mitch Trubisky in there, you gotta throw Jacoby Brissett in that same conversation. Dude. Come on now, we are not gonna sit here and act like they're not all the same in the same conversation right now.
No.
Oh my goodness, bro, you gotta stop this, bro.
No.
So Mason Rudolph's a better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett?
If you want to go strictly off past, I can see what you're saying. I feel like Brissett is done with his potential. I think Mason still has potential.
Potential or not, Jacoby's still a good quarterback right now. That's all I'm saying. Is Mason a proven good quarterback just yet? Is Kenny a proven good quarterback just yet?
Well, that's the one thing you could say about Kenny at least. He's still rookie. We don't have the tape out on him, but at least first-round talent. Brissett's not first-round talent.
Bro.
That's the one thing we say about Kenny. But Mitch, we could definitely say over Brissett. I think a tier above Brissett. Now, where are those tiers whenever you're talking about the whole landscape of NFL quarterbacks? Mm-hmm. I don't think these are elite tiers we're talking about. We're talking about
means they're all in the same conversation then. That's what it means.
I'm taking Mitch over Brissett, though, for sure.
And I don't have an issue
even as of right now, but I think Mitch got more potential
that's
too.
Fine. All I'm saying is to act like Brissett today isn't in the conversation with those dudes. To me, I don't think that's right. That's all.
Tear up.
No, that's just.
Wait, hold on. As of right now, Mitch or Brissett?
As right now, I go Mitch, Brissett, then I go Mason, then I go Kenny, in that order.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why for me to hear you say
I'm
that
just
all three of
wondering-
our guys are better than Brissett, I'm just like, huh?
Here's
all.
my question. This is why I say tiers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you had to rank all 32 quarterbacks, how many people are in between Mitch and Brissett?
To me, not a lot. Maybe 1 to 2.
Okay.
I think that they are right in the same class of quarterback. I just think that Mitch he's been more consistent. Whereas with Jacoby, I don't think Jacoby's as good a player as Mitch, but I don't think that Mitch has lived up to his potential of being this number 1 overall quarterback conversation. And even when we talk about Kenny being a first-round draft pick, it's like, cool, it's plenty of first-round draft picks. That don't make you a first-round talent, though. That just means that organization might have took you. They could have been the smartest team. They could have been the dumbest team. If you're the Arizona Cardinals and you're looking at Josh Rosen right now, are we saying he's a first-round talent? Or are we saying, hey, man, that ain't a good move right there? That's all I'm saying. He was the 10th overall pick. So, for Kenny, I'm just, just thinking of all those things, man. Before I start crying at him before he even takes a snap. And saying he better than Brissett. Like, God,
well, if we're
dog.
projecting for this year, if Pickett's the starter and like Brissett's the starter, I'll take Pickett over Brissett.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Long term, I would want Pickett. But in terms of if we're talking this year in a vacuum, I don't know if I want him right now.
Over Brissett.
Yeah. If we're talking about just this year, rookie season, yeah.
All right.
That's all.
Our Barley 18. Moats, you got that 8x10 of body snatching Favre.
I actually do.
You have it framed.
I never framed it. Honestly, bro, I don't have any of my pictures framed out there. I have. This was a gift. Yeah, wifey got that painted for me. Like I said, for was that Christmas? I want to say that was for Christmas. But that was, yeah. I don't have I'm not one of them dudes that like put my I'm about to curse. Put my stuff up like that. Like, this is my little area, so I got like a couple of things in here painted up. But yeah, man, the rest of like all my photos, jerseys, like I got one jersey hung up, but other than that, it's like we keep it away, and I mean we sign it and give it out. That's yeah.
Here's my question: were these gifts?
No, so like I said, this was my custom room. So
Okay.
like I had it custom painted, but
Okay.
it was more so the painter just was like, yo. When he found out who I was, he's like, yo, I paint, like I do artwork. Can I hook it up? And I'm like, well, yeah. At the time,
This one was Sable, right?
Yeah,
The
this-
one that
yeah.
he's all over the
Yeah.
place right now. He's
But
on,
this
like,
was
ESPN and
before he
stuff.
actually like started to blow up too. That was the dope part. Like, wifey be on the mark, bro. She always be catching these people before they like really, really take off.
Dude,
But
I
yeah.
can't believe it. He does these
Yeah.
finger paintings in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's crazy. The dude that taught him is even nicer, bro. That's
Really?
the nuts part. Yes.
Oh, so you
bro.
could just teach people this. It's that simple.
I don't know if it's that simple.
There's
now.
a formula.
I don't know if it's that simple.
He does them upside down and stuff. It's
No, but
crazy.
and that's because the OG dude, that's how he did it. I remember the first time we saw it, I was like, bro, what is going? Oh my God, mind blown.
They're accurate as
Yeah.
hell too. It's not
Yeah.
like Kobe looks like whoever he's
Yeah.
doing looks like the
Uh-huh.
person.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you have all these other dudes,
Cody's
like-
nice with it though, bro. Yeah, but the dude that taught him, he was doing it. Oh my God, yeah, bro. They both crazy nice though, man. Absolutely. But yeah, I don't have a lot of I don't know. I just don't do it.
You might need to have him do that.
I don't know,
Painting
man.
of you rocking Favre.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm real. I don't want to say it's not self-conscious. It's just like I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm arrogant, like I'm walking around looking at myself every day going to time in my house. You know what I mean? Like I've seen some of my guys, whether it be former teammates or guys I just know in the league, it's like you walk in there and I'm like, oh, this is the museum of you. Like I see all your jerseys for every team. I see every picture. I've seen all your home. But I'm like, I got a family. This is not my house by itself. This is our house. So yeah, that's why for me, I don't really do a lot of that, man. But this is my little bubble. This is my little area. That's why I custom it and make it the way I want it. But yeah, it's off to the back,
Fisher Momentum. Before Ambition joined Pretty Ricky, he was artist development for Pittsburgh group Crave,
Oh,
who got the key to the city and signed to their label.
dang. Okay.
Good
Man,
information.
that's pretty dope though, man.
Fisher Momentum says, you a better dad than me, and I ain't even one. He's saying
he
you about to fight him?
Yeah, you gonna beat up all the little boys out here. Nah, man. It's fluid. I say it's a fluid situation, man. I literally remember like before I ever had kids thinking to myself, oh man, I ain't never worried about that. Then it was like, oh, when I first, had to go, oh man, shoot. I ain't gonna be tripping now, man. I'm good, man. You could date. I ain't gonna be sweating it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show you the way. And then even now, I'm like, oh no, I know I've shown the way. I feel like I trust the heck out of my daughter. You know what I mean? All my kids, like, I feel like they're like, such my older, she's ready. But it's just that feeling of, hey, bro, you got one time for somebody to try you, say something slick, do something out of pocket. And yeah, man, we're going to be like, the YouTube, we're going to have a crazy amount of views because it's going to be one of those, oh, the show had to stop, Moats got arrested, and everybody going to pull up the clips. That low key, that's how it works, though. It's always like a scandal or something got to happen. I don't want that. Knock on wood. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's how it's going to be, man. I'm hoping not. But, yeah, that's why I work out daily. I'm like, it's going to be a time. It's going to be a time.
You got to be on your P's and Q's.
I'll be ready. I'm going to be ready.
Philip Pettis. We were dead last in the run defense last year. Where do you think we end this year? I'd say top 10.
No, boy. I'll say top 10 is the run.
Yeah, if we're talking about being a top 5 defense, let's say we're top 10 run defense and at least top 10 passing. Some type of combination there.
Ideally, that's what you would want. To me, honestly, against the run, I'm a little bit lenient. If we can get to middle of the pack, because last year we were dead last and we still have some concerns, right? We know, okay, Larry Ogunjobi, he's going to help us out in a major way, but when does he come out there? What does he look like early on? That's still a question mark. We still haven't forgot about the other most important question mark, regardless of any moves we've made this offseason. We have not seen this just yet. Devin Bush. What does that look like? If Devin Bush is like how he was last year, this is not going to be a top 10 defense against the run. That's my only thing. And like I said, that was the one part during the OTA's minicamp that I could not see because they weren't in those pads. We got to wait. So for me, I need to know. If he could do that, then yeah, we're good. But it's going to be a lot hinging on him, man, just in terms of that run game, man.
Helps having Miles Jack.
No, I'm with you on that.
Like Devin Bush last year, his running mate was Joe Sober. So if Devin Bush does bad this year, at least we still got Miles Jack, and then you could throw in like Buddy Johnson or someone.
I would agree. It's just not, to me, I don't think the fix is that simple of, oh, man, if it's not Devin, then it's this guy. We put him in. If it's not him, it's that.
Hey, Omar Khan, a little aggressive too. Maybe we can see what the trade market's like mid-season.
Well, that's a different conversation.
Pick up Deion Jones or something.
Right, that's a different conversation. When you're talking about in June saying that we're going to be top 10, and I'm like, we don't even know if Devin coming downhill just yet. Yeah. I'm just not, I just ain't ready to go there just yet, man. But we'll see, man. Regardless of what, and I've said this plenty of times too, right? Regardless of whatever reasoning, whatever excuse we want to use to justify it, make excuse, seek comfort, cut them slack, whatever we want to come up with, that's fine. But this year, none of that matters. This year, we got to see who he is. So I don't care about whatever we want to say in the past. Was it the knee? Was it to it? Was it just him not caring? Was it him not being a good player? Who cares? We're going to get our chance to find out this year. So I'm just hoping that he does, play up to that potentially, man.
Yeah. Fish Momentum says, Moats, if I'm a girl dad one day, I'm going to go to jail. He says, I feel like I'll go to jail for protecting my daughters.
Bro, like, it's been times, man, where we've been out at events, and I felt guilty when I got in the car because I've definitely cut some little boys some lucks before, bro. At events, yes, and this is multiple locations with multiple, bro. It's been some time.
Drop someone.
I'm like, look, fam, like, I appreciate your support for me. I'll take this picture and sign your autograph, but bro, the way you looking at my daughter, the way you a little too friendly. Y'all
should have snubbed them on the picture.
Y'all keying a little bit too, like, bro. It's wife be having to check, like, babe. I be like, I'm sorry, you knew me. It's tough, bro. It is super tough. I be trying. And that's why most time you see me now, I'm going to have my little music play, I got my little headphone in. I'm like, nope. I'm going to have my little, you know what I'm saying, what I need in my system. I'm like, bro, we going to chill.
There's some glasses on maybe.
I'm going to say, man, I'm not going to choke these little kids out. We going to be cool. But, man, if y'all keep talking to my daughter like this, man, look, I just became a good guy, all right? I got more years of being a not good guy before being a good guy, okay, man? This is new, all right? Y'all got to chill, man. Yeah, y'all got to chill, man. I'm like, well, I'm from, we handle a little differently. You ain't gonna just be talking to my daughter, looking at my daughter all crazy, man. No. I'm trying though. This is professional influencer me. See, I'm a YouTuber now. I gotta be good. You know? Yeah. Still working on it.
The chat goat continues. Says, God is our Lord and Savior, King of Kings. Amen.
Nah, facts, man. Facts.
Mike Tice says, I think it's dope you being an example of what a good guy is to your daughter while juicing up the wifey.
Hey, there we go. You know, I did think it was multifaceted like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it do be fun. I'll be like, what I see, you know what I'm saying? So I can do what I see on the TikTok. Y'all know what them TikToks be looking like, man. Them TikToks be kind of crazy sometimes, but it be all good, and it be fun, and it's a good laugh, and it's good, you know, relationship with me and wife because we're getting that physical, you know, not
Spicing things up.
This is spicing it up because it's always fun. You want to be fun, right? But no, it is cool though doing some of those things. So it is like dual good, you know. But it is times where I'm just laughing at myself, like, bro, where do these people come up with this stuff?
Fish Momentum. He says, "Love the Lion King T-shirt."
Hey, man, I tell you, bro.
What's that? Mower?
Oh, maybe that's like his nickname for me now. I don't know. You know, you
Hashtag Hakuna Matata.
Deke, dude, Deke Ziegler, all the you got all the nicknames. Maybe you gave me a nickname, but I promise, bro. I thought like I was going through and I was looking through my shirts this one. I'm like, I go with that one, or I go with that. Oh, I could kill him with that one. I was like, you know what? I like this Hakuna Matata. I need a Hakuna Matata. It's been a rough week. I need a Hakuna Matata. You know, we gonna celebrate.
Means no worries, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. For the rest of our days.
I know some Lion King references.
Shout out to you. So I'm like, you know, since we didn't get a chance to celebrate the anniversary on Wednesday because obviously we was handling everything with, you know, my wife's aunt passing and stuff like that. We celebrating this weekend. So, you know, I was like, you know what, let me set my mood off right, man. A little Hakuna Matata, baby. Have a little fun. Ease my mind. Knock out the work early. And then after that, it's anniversary weekend, man. So I'm hyped, baby.
Enjoy the weekend.
I'm hyped, man.
Roscoe Smokes says, I'm going to the Miami game already.
Let's get it.
So that's the one down in Miami.
Yeah.
I have the tickets and going to see my mom after 6 years.
Oh,
and
man,
my first Steelers game. Hope y'all will be there.
Dude, let's go. That's a game that's on our radar. We are still working on finalizing some details and stuff like that. But trust me, we will definitely let y'all know what games we will be pulling up to, or at least as a team. You know, because Deke might be pulling up to every game. You never know with Deke. Deke just be out there. Deke outside.
I wouldn't mind it.
Deke be out there.
I only missed one home game last year.
Yeah,
I think it was the
Deke
Broncos.
was out there, bro. Deke was out there.
And then obviously went to the away games with you.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And
shoot, I ended up going to way more games too than I usually go to. Usually I'm like, hey man,
dude, it was
I'm
fun.
I'll let you, but
it was a blast.
I ain't gonna. I had a blast.
It was a blast.
Bro. I had a blast.
Dude, I don't know if you're planning on it. That Thursday night Cleveland one. I might be eyeing that one up.
You going
I'll be
back.
in the pit.
You going back. You know what it was like
might be
last
going
time we
back.
was out there. Oh Lord, you going back?
My buddy's girlfriend lives up in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So like I got connections up there to where like I
Yeah.
can go and stay, and like maybe a bunch of my friends will go to the game. So that's a possibility. And that'll be a good one. I looked at tickets. The tickets aren't bad. They're like less than 100.
No, Thursday. The atmosphere is nuts. I mean,
That's
we've
what I mean.
experienced it. I just remember the last time we was there. It was just crazy, bro.
You know the atmosphere is gonna be wild if Watson's there too.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's gonna be a crazy one.
So I'm eyeing that one up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to come up.
I'm gonna pray for you, man. I'm gonna pray for your traveling mercies, man. That nothing happens while you're in the stadium. You know what I mean? That you can make it from the pit back to the palace and everything will be good. Yeah. Yep.
All right, that was Roscoe Smokes, Steel Nation on Fire. Moats keeping his daughter locked up. Won't let her out, LOL.
No, man. I let her spread her wings. It's just, I'm not a nice guy, you know? I'm not nice to the people. That's my thing. I'm just weird about it. Because I don't like people that like my kids. Even if they are the same age and they're normal. That's a part of life. It's just weird, bro. Dad kicks in hard. Like hard. I be trying my hardest. I be like, yo, I'm going to be cool. Breathe. We're nice. Put on a smile. They be like that.
You just want your kids to live their best life. You don't want someone coming in and ruining it, right?
Exactly. And these little punk teenagers, you know how these little boys be out here, man. I think about when I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I know that, man. I think that's what scares me more than anything. I'd be like, bro, don't find a guy like me. I'm like, yo. This makes me nervous. Makes me nervous, bro. Makes me nervous, man. I'm like, oh, daddy's just like you. Heck no, stay away from him then, baby. Don't you run.
You don't know about the developments it took for me to get to this point.
Say, girl, you don't know what I've been through. I got a journey. Cheers, bro. That's how we feeling sometimes.
Elijah Barnett, best way the QB thing can go is Mitch start anything less than a super. What is going on here? This sentence is just not coherent.
What?
Best way the QB thing. I'm even throwing some verbs in here to try to make it sound
I'm trying
good.
to read this.
Best way the QB thing can go is Mitch start anything less than a Super Bowl. Start Kenny next year. Since 1950, only 6 round 1 quarterbacks. Made their
Hey,
first career
yo.
start in their first career game. Hashtag food for thought.
All right.
That food was just like you're taking your
that was a
chicken, your
buffet.
potatoes, broccoli,
Wow.
maybe even throwing some corn. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're mixing just everything into one thing.
Just for future references, I get what you're saying. If you add some like a puncture, like a period or a comma, just at one point in there, I think it'd be a lot easier.
He's got to be busy, probably.
Yeah. I feel like he's definitely busy. Yeah, because I was like, bro, that was like a lot in that sentence right there. But no, Mitch starting early on to throw Super Bowl or bust on that, I think that's tough. I mean, shoot.
I think making the playoffs is good.
Yes.
Playoff run.
Because I think in context of how we viewed these teams under Ben, especially on the latter portion of it, and the expectation, we don't think that any of these quarterbacks are Ben Roethlisberger in terms of if they get hot, what they're capable of. We don't think they're him just yet. And even though we knew with Benny had his limitations, we still felt a certain way about him because we had already seen him do it on numerous occasions. I just can't put that on Mitch. Like, Mitch has never been in a Super Bowl conversation. He's never even been in like, oh man, we expect playoffs because of him. Like, that's just not the reality of it. So I don't think that if Mitch is starting, it has to be Super Bowl or bust. I think Mitch can still be a good player and get it done for us, but I wouldn't take it to that extent with him on that, man. And for me, man, I'm just cool with Kenny slow on the development, man. Slow on the development.
Fish momentum. Hashtag Steelers, Penguins, Pirates. My stories and be prepared.
Hey.
Just ran the Pittsburgh gauntlet there.
I like it.
Fish momentum says, Moats, let me be your family security guard. Fish momentum just posted up on your front porch.
I did have a funny conversation with
He said he'd do my grass. He'd be lawn mowing my grass, and then I guess he could be your security guard. Maybe a full-time gig.
Look, man, I got plenty of people that are ready for that. They're chomping at the bit, and I'm always like, yo, chill. We're not doing that today, guys. We're rising above it. We're good guys now. Stay good, please.
Our Barley, can we stop talking about Kenny being the starter, please? It's not happening in the next 2 seasons. Come on, dude. You can't say in the next 2 seasons.
Gee, I would say that's wow. Oh,
if ever in
rest.
Pittsburgh.
Woo.
He says J-Love 2.0. Come on, man. No, I already told you. Common sense. You don't draft a quarterback from Pittsburgh in the first round and don't give him an opportunity if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Unless Mitch Trubisky comes out.
Yeah, if Mitch balls out, then...
Yeah, if he's doing that. And that's a good problem to have then. That's a good problem to have.
Then maybe you trade Kenny or something like that.
But that's a good problem to have. That would mean Mitch is playing on a level that's above reproach. If he's doing that, man, we're not going to be complaining. But what's the probability of that? That's a different conversation.
Fish Momentum says, don't call Deke the E word. Be prepared. I don't know what that means. Is he talking about my first name? Don't call me Eric?
That might be it. Eric.
That just doesn't sound right. I'm kind of with him on that.
Yeah, he sounds like a snitch. When I think of Eric, I'm like, oh, bro, I don't want him around me nowhere, bro. Nah, huh?
No, he's called me Eric. It's either been my last name. People call me E. Like my mom calls me E, or people call me E.
Eric sounds like a snitch. Eric sounds like a Fed. Like when you come in here with your Miami Vice mustache and you got like you look like an investigator with your little hat on sometimes, I'll be like, yep, that's Eric. That's the hacker. That's the guy that we can't trust. That's the guy you got to be careful around. He might be wearing that wire on him.
Yeah.
This is Deke. I like Deke. Deke is cool as heck.
Fish Momentum says...
Eric was about to get beat up in Green Bay. That was Eric that night.
You think?
The way my man was looking at you, he definitely was like, oh, this is Eric. Because you ain't going to swing on Deke. You ain't going to look at Deke like that.
Yeah.
Eric?
He just didn't know me, I guess.
He felt good. He was like, I can take Eric. I can definitely take Eric. Deke? Nah, I ain't got Deke. Nah, I don't want that. But Eric? Oh, my man postured up. I said, oh, Lord.
I didn't think I said anything bad. He had like a cut in his eye or something. I just said, what's that cut?
No, you stop it, Deke.
I said, what's that on your eye or
Deke,
something like that?
Stop it. You did not say it like that.
Am I wrong?
Someone's on your eye. No, Deke was like, holy, bro, what's that on your face right there?
Is that what it was?
What's on your eyeball? I'm like, bro, are you serious right now, Deke? That's how you talk to me. Talk about, I said something to your eye. No, not at all.
Official Momentum says, hashtag remember who you are. Hashtag we are one. Also says, Moats Deke, let me travel with y'all to the away games.
Oh.
Building up a crew.
I said, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We've had 2 people with us on away games before. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Mark. That was out in Green Bay. And then Dee Smalls
David,
with
yeah.
us out in LA.
Yeah, both were a blast.
Yeah. One was in a work capacity, one was in like the homie capacity, but yeah, it's a difference. I don't know, man. Well, you know what? That might be a part of our packages going forward. The upper room. Get a chance to go and watch a game in person with the guys.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe, man.
Cal Monier. Question for me. Deke, did you play high school ball? If so, is there any tape?
Uh-oh.
No. Never played football.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually happy I didn't play football.
I'm happy for you, actually, man.
Yeah, I am. No, I played golf in high school.
I'm happy for you, bro.
I know football, though.
No, facts.
Didn't play football, but I know football. You can tell by my takes.
Come on, man. You know what time you on.
Official momentum. Moats on The Office. That's what she said.
Hey.
That's Michael Scott line. I told you I'm heavy on The Office right now. I watched that before I go to sleep. Dude, he's incredible.
There we go.
That might be the GOAT character of all time.
Serious.
Michael Scott, yeah. He's
okay.
The most awkward person of all time.
Okay.
And I think it's hilarious.
I'm not going to.
He just puts everyone in like the awkwardest spots and says the weirdest. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay. Man, every time I be like, I'm hilarious. Like, yo, I keep seeing people talking, I'm like, yo, I'm going to tune in one of these days, but I don't know, man. It's going to hit me one of these times.
Bro,
randomly just like.
Did you watch the full Kenobi?
Not yet, no.
Oh,
bro, I tell you, man,
dude.
Like, literally, I haven't had a chance. Like, this is like a week. I felt like it was like Groundhog's Day. I just kept reliving the same day over and over. So we haven't watched anything. Like
they're all out.
Yeah, literally, me and wife, we got back in town last night. And we was like, man, we need to watch a show. We ain't watched nothing. We ain't even had the TV on for real like that. But then we were so daggone tired, we went to sleep. So I'm gonna try to catch up on some of that stuff.
I'm telling you, bro. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
unbelievable. It's probably gonna be so much better for you too, because you're gonna be able to watch if you want, all at once.
And that's how I like to do it. Yeah,
it's incredible, dude.
Low key, what I might do, because like I said, me and wifey, we got us a little long time that weekend, maybe Sunday. Little researching Kenobi.
Yeah,
that might be it.
Oh, that's a great combo.
Might be it, man. Researching Kenobi.
Elijah Barnett says, "My fault for the botched super chat, but for
$10, baby.
Deke, you better figure it out." That's fair.
Talk about it.
That's very fair.
Talk about it.
Says, just kidding. But yeah, Kenny don't need to jump out as the starter, in my opinion.
No, I could dig that. I definitely could dig that.
Fish Momentum says, road trip with Moats and Deke, Welch's and apple cider.
Hey,
those are the beverages he's bringing.
You won't get a DUI that way. I tell you that.
That's true.
Yeah, unless I get a chance to get my hands on it first. You know
what?
I could
mix something in there.
DJ Moats, you know what I mean? I bartended that thing.
What's even good with apple cider? I'm sure you could throw vodka in there.
I can figure something out. You know, I've been great. I'm 2 for 2 now on my drinks, man.
Apple cider and rum.
I'm 2 for 2 on my drinks. That's all I'm saying, man.
Oh yeah, those were good.
I'm 2 for 2, man.
Those cups were great too.
Man, shout out to us. Come on, baby. You know who we
Just
on.
for context, for the golf outing, Moats supplied everyone that ordered the drink. Is it Moats Reed or just alcohol?
Yeah, and it was a free drink. Yeah, it was just.
They look like red Solo cups, but they're like legitimate. You can throw them in the wash, right?
Yeah,
they're amazing. And it's got the McGuire Memorial logo on it. It's got your name on it.
Yeah,
I got 4 of the cups. I thought I took 3, but I actually took 4.
I'm glad you did. I took 3. I got my 3 from this year and from last year. I'm building a nice little. My goal is, in a couple of years after we've done this a couple of times, have my whole beer pong setup of just my Moats cups. Oh man.
I don't know how those cups will do because they're pretty firm.
Yeah, they're not gonna fall over though. They're not falling over. That's true too. They're not falling over. Ping pong ball, you get away with that.
It'll take some expert pong players because you're gonna have to make them.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no bounce like that.
Yeah, they're not gonna hit off the back rim and go in or anything like that. Because they're just gonna be flying all over the place. You just gotta make swishes.
Yeah,
you just gotta Steph Curry that
man,
shit.
shoot, bro. I ain't tripping.
All right, we got an upper room member.
All right. Oh, be more _Steeler _Graham. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed.
Dondre says, I'm from Nashville, Cashville, 615.
Hey, let's go.
I'm going to the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception for my first game at the Steelers Stadium. That'll be a good one.
Yo, that's going to be a dope one.
Raiders, Christmas Eve night.
Yeah, that's going to be a dope
That'll be a really good one.
Yeah, any prime time in Hinesville is insane, but you talk about day one it being, Christmas Eve, that's going to be a movie right there. Heck yeah. All right, so yeah, man, we got about 10 minutes, man. So we'll start this last topic. We'll just react to Claypool real quick, man. It's top 3. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
And then after that, man, we'll roll out. Sound good?
Works for me.
Yeah, because like I said, I got my other show later today, man, so I got to make sure we got the thing, 11:30 on the hard.
Talk about Tomlin maybe Monday or something?
Absolutely, man. We got time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got time, man. And, man, I still got people I got to hit up, bro. I feel like I said, I'm behind a week. And shout out to if somebody in our chat as well, man. They had hit up my man Vince Williams. Told me, yeah, man, we need you on the show. So yo, hit me
Wait,
up.
really?
Yeah, no, dude, he hit him up on
Our
Twitter.
chat's doing it for us.
Yeah, the chat hit him up on Twitter and was like, yo, man, when you gonna come on the podcast with Moats? Yo, hit me up. He hit me up. So I'm like, bro, all right. So I gotta text him back. That's on my list
I
to
gotta
do
ask
as well,
him about
bro.
the what big BBWs, that tweet.
You know what I'm
if it
saying?
still
Like
holds up.
we got a lot we gotta discuss, man. But I'm like, yo, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all keep doing that. Keep throwing us out there, man. We can keep rocking with people, man.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Nah, man, but I got like a list. I gotta catch up. I'm getting back on schedule here, man. Come on, man. It's almost season time. You notice season start, we start picking it up. Momentum. You know what I'm saying? It's back. Even though we really never had an off season. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to us.
No, it's been great.
Yeah, definitely has, man. But we got my man Chase Claypool.
What's so funny?
Why are you laughing? He, in an interview, he just said, that he thinks he's a top 3 receiver in the NFL.
Said top 5, then went
Then
to
he
top
went to top
3.
3. Yes.
He doubled down.
He did. And obviously, even me being away, this made everywhere headlines, Oh, man, is Chase top 3? Oh, man, top 3. Oh, is he top 3 on his team? Man, what's going on here? And obviously, people had their reactions to it and stuff like that. But for me, I didn't have an issue with the statement. I like his confidence.
I do too.
Don't necessarily agree with him being top 3 in the NFL, but I don't fault him for having that type of confidence. I just think that it's important to couple that confidence with work ethic, with consistency in his play. And I think that, based on how he was in the OTAs, we talked about him taking that next step in terms of his leadership, trying to show the growth in there. I like that part for him, but we just got to see it in the season. That's kind of where I'm at with Chase, because yes, you could look at it as a positive, but I can see people that spin it as a negative as well, saying that, hey man, once again, he's saying something that's getting people to react, but it's like, man, how are you hoping this on the field? Where's the productivity at on the field? Stuff
Putting
like
maybe
that.
an unnecessary target on your back too.
Yeah, when you start saying you top 3, I know some people online. I'm like, oh, you said you nice like that? All right, we're gonna find out today. You know what I mean? So it's like that type of stuff. Yeah, it adds to it. But that's why I said, like, I don't fault his confidence. I always would rather err on a guy being too confident than not confident enough. And with Chase, physically, he has the talents. He's gifted enough. He has the potential, but the consistency hasn't been there. Him doing it, playing and play out hasn't been there. So that's the part where it's like, can you do that? Time will tell. But I mean, right now, all you're doing is just lip service. But I don't have an issue with it. I don't think it's a negative like how some people try to make it, man. But that was my reaction. What was you?
No, I'm 100% with you. I actually liked it. Got me a little pumped up.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I don't think he's a top 3 to 5 receiver right now. I think he's capable. I think he has that type of potential. I was talking about him potentially reaching that stratosphere last year, making a DK Metcalf type of jump from rookie to sophomore year, and it didn't happen. So I still think the potential's there. The capabilities are there for him to be a top 3 to 5 receiver. It's just, you're right. Does he do it?
No.
Seems like he's building on his self-awareness a little bit this offseason, talking about taking on a leadership role, talking about not falling to his feet, got to make some bigger plays, have more impact.
Even address TikToks.
Yeah, they talked about that a little too much.
You said talk about a little too much?
Yeah, did you? Because it was only 30 minutes, so I watched that whole thing. His responses were interesting.
Yes, to say
they were good
least.
and bad, because
I would agree.
It was good in saying, just clarifying that this isn't a big deal. They're only short videos. No one really has a problem with it.
Yes.
But then he starts talking about potentially posting TikToks throughout the season and his strategy for doing that. Like, I think I'll be back once we start winning. It's like, no, bro, you got it wrong now. You got it wrong. You're thinking too much about it.
I was just like, bro, you had it, and then it was like, yo, just stop talking, just stop talking.
I'll be back. Like, I'm off TikTok now just because he's talking about perception and stuff.
Yes, bruh.
He's like, but I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, just stop. You had it right. Just stop right there. Just stop. You don't have to leave that part for yourself. You don't need to include that part. Yes.
Yeah, if you had a whole strategy about doing it, fine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just goes back to, I feel like if you're doing the TikToks, they should almost just not be that thought out, because they're simple video. Just do it.
Yeah.
But now you're
it's like
thinking
a
about
it. Yeah, man.
And obviously it is going to probably rub people the wrong way, which isn't a big deal. I don't know.
Wrong way, bro.
I see both sides of it. I just, didn't really like him bringing that up right now about him already thinking about posting TikToks throughout the season. I don't care if you do it, but you're thinking too much. You're trying too hard with it.
And the timing of everything. It's like, bro, we just got over this whole TikTok stuff. We know how everything played out last year. It's like we're in a good space right now, bro. Just stay in a good space.
Like, what TikToks are you going to do? Because it's one thing maybe to do a TikTok where you're doing a comedy sketch. It has nothing to do with football. Versus, all right, are you going to do the locker room shit again?
Right. Or are you going to do a pregame thing? Like, what's on this schedule? Because that's the concerning part. Like, if it's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hey, man, you can do whatever you want Monday through Saturday. That's cool. Bro, don't drop that TikTok on Sunday, man. Don't you do that on no Sunday. Please, baby, don't you do it on no Sunday, man.
So we'll see.
Yes, bruh.
But in terms of him being a top 3 to 5 receiver, I do think he's got that potential. But I looked up the top 5 receivers last year.
Oh, yeah, he's not in there right now.
So here's the stats he's probably going to have to put up to be at least in the conversation. You got Cooper Kupp with almost 2,000 yards. I'm just going straight off yards.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson, 1,600 yards. Devontae Adams, 1,550 yards. Jamar Chase, 1,450 yards. Deebo Samuel's 1,400. So that's 5 receivers right there.
And that doesn't include D-Hop, who was hurt last year. It doesn't include Diggs, who had a down, not even a down year, but just
he
came
was
back
like
to
2
reality.
or 3 away.
Yeah, he came back down from what he did the year prior. Yeah.
And 4 of those guys have double-digit touchdowns. Deebo Samuel has 6, but you got to include his rushing stuff probably too.
90, 100 receptions, right?
Oh, yeah.
All of them should be in there. Yeah, that's the other
Deebo got 77. Jamar Chase, 81.
He got the touches.
They have electric play. They have big-time plays.
Yeah.
So I looked. I'm like, all right. I don't know if Claypool's hitting those numbers this year, so that's not going to be top 5, but I still think he could do top 10 numbers.
Yeah.
And I looked back last year. I just want to make sure those numbers for receivers aren't like an outlier. DK Metcalf got 1,310 touchdowns because that was Claypool's stat projection for himself. He's like, I think I get 13 and like 10 plus.
Yeah.
Okay, DK did that last year or 2 years ago in 2020. Right. He was the 7th best receiver just in terms of that season if you're looking at receiving yards.
Yeah.
I think Claypool could do that. I said 1,210, so why not 100 more yards?
But he also had Russ throwing him the ball too.
Fair.
That's the other part.
Yeah, the thing with Claypool is he might just not get the volume.
I don't think he will. Deontay's going to get a ton of volume.
That's not a slight on Mitch. We might focus on Moose.
Najee's going to get action. Like, we got a lot of mouths to feed. Whereas when you're talking about DK in Seattle, it was just him and Lockett. When you talk about Diggs in Buffalo, before Gabriel Davis really emerged, he was their main guy. Now, we know they because Emmanuel was there for a little bit with him, but even before then, when it was John Brown, it was still like different in terms of who their play-in and play-out guy was. Claypool isn't going to get that targets like how AB would get. When we talk about the news, we were naming off Cooper Kupp and company. That's AB style targets. This the guy we're
Cooper
aiming
Kupp,
at.
145 receptions.
Yeah, that's
Jefferson had 108. Devontae 123.
He's not going to get that many opportunities like that, bro. I don't see that happening with our offense the way it
like
is.
Deontay had 107.
Yeah. Deontay, think about how Deontay wins and how he gets the ball, though. He's not downfield. It's not elongated routes. It's right now, let's get you the ball, let's let you work. Claypool, he got to stretch that field. He got to go down there. So, yeah.
11:28.
All right.
Super chats and then bounce.
That sound good to me, man.
I don't want to make you late for the show.
That sound good to me, man. Because like I say, man, hey, me and wifey, man, that's our lovers weekend. I might shoot a TikTok. Psych. Might drop a YouTube vid. Explicit rating. Psych. Nah, you ain't get me in trouble, man. I'm just going to have a nice little lovely weekend. But we'll go ahead and read these off and then we'll be out.
Brilla 92. Does the upper room come with a stadium brawl? Back to back and fight out way out. And fight our way out.
Hey.
White Claws flying and ops dropping.
When you throw that White Claw in there, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Fish Momentum. My brother, Chris Myers, a.k.a. Ambition from Pretty Ricky, performed alongside Rick Ross, Eric Benet.
Eric Benet. Come on.
Trey Songz, and Kerry Hilson. Ambition's Spaceship album. What's his name? Trey Songz.
Eric Benet.
I don't know who Eric Benet is. I'm sorry.
I know
who Kerry Hilson is.
Think like OG, like it's. He's a version of a Trey Songz, but just like from the early, I think it was like that 90s time frame. Yeah, like early, like 80s, 90s time frame. He's in that group. Yeah, but no, Eric Benet's like think like with Genuine and Brian McKnight, all those type of dudes. Like he's in that type of company.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Matthew 415 says thoughts on Arch Manning going to Texas.
Yeah, I did see that, man. Honestly, I have not watched any Arch Manning tape. I'm not big on watching high school kids, man. I'm old school. I like to let the kids be kids, man. And when he gets to college, then I start, checking him out and stuff like that. But obviously, he has a lot of hype surrounding him and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm cool, bro. He's a kid.
Picked the wrong school.
Bro, they was having that man 14
Should have picked
years
Pittsburgh
old on ESPN. I'm like, bro, you got to chill. You say should have picked Pittsburgh.
Oh, is he a senior? Is he a senior?
I don't.
Did he make this?
I don't think he's
pick
a senior.
like
Is he
2 or 3 years before? I have no clue.
Because I know he's been young for a while now, and I don't know. He could be now, but I know for a while he's been. I know we've definitely been seeing him on TV, and he's like, oh, he's 14, he's 15. I'm just like, bro, I'm not addressing the kid. Like,
how much money is he gonna get? Texas and he's a Manning.
Seriously, dude, paid.
Fish momentum. He says Tomlin's a leader to all nameless gray faces.
Nah, facts, bro, facts.
Fish momentum. Grab Ambition's highly anticipated album, Spaceship, and Grab Ambition, A-Game, and Versus mixtapes hosted by the mayor, Mike Jacks. Hashtag Ambition the Kid. Hashtag PR.
Hey, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
We got Booyah saying, what's up, y'all? Tuning in late. Still the best podcast out there. Make sure to smash the like button.
Oh, hey, facts, man. Salute you, man. Yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Appreciate y'all.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, get Big Ben on the podcast for Deke's birthday.
Hey, man. If Deke painted his chest with a 7 up there, we can make it happen. He gotta have. I want to see. I want more than taco meat. We need to see everything just 7. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's my first introduction to 7.
Yeah.
Shirtless, 7.
Yeah.
Handshake.
Absolutely.
What's
eye
up?
contact. Yeah. Eye contact is important for you. We need. Yeah.
That's how I always do. I'm a classy guy. That's all I do. Yeah. Shake hand. You have to look at the eye. I don't know if I trust people that don't shake or whenever they shake hands, look in the eye.
I would agree. If you're not looking at what you're looking at, that's you never know.
I don't know.
I digress.
Lack of self-confidence.
Yes.
Booyah saying Claypool is only a top 3 wide receiver in mind, which is great, but he has yet to show the world that.
Oh, facts.
Q.
But we're gonna see, man.
Time to get Coach T on the pod.
Oh yeah, man.
He's been making runs.
Yeah.
So maybe he's available for us.
Hey man, we're gonna see, man. What I've realized is this. I said, oh, them shows he was on though. I said, oh y'all got that big bag. Okay. I see.
Oh, do we gotta pay Tom when you?
I don't know. As I said, man, but
he can't do it just for a good gesture.
Man, hey, shoot, I'm gonna use the. Hey, coach, you're my favorite coach. I'm pulling that card. You know that. That's the card I'm going. That's it. We got. I got you.
Uh-oh.
We got some stuff.
Something's cooking.
We got some stuff.
Steeler Nation on fire.
I'm low key, man.
Moats and Wifey was hanging out with Watson and Amber.
Wow, bruh. Y'all
great people to hang out with on y'all anniversary.
Yo, wow. No, we don't have no parts of any of whatever they got going on any level. Yeah, we're good on that. I'm good on both.
Fish Momentum says, Momentum Mondays, be prepared, my stories, and call me.
Call him up, man. He said, tell you, bro, he's going to have a seat right here. We're just going to make it a bench. Tell you, bro.
Stan Claire says, swear jar. Do we need one of those?
Somebody might have cursed. Oh, you cursed, yeah.
I probably did a few times. I usually do.
It happens. But
do
it's
we
all
need
good.
one or what?
Nah, I think you're straight, bro. I think you're all right.
Put a buck into it, and maybe at the end of each month, someone in the chat wins the money.
Yeah, man. It'd
do
be like
raffle.
$1,000 mess with you, man. You cursing all the time, man. My mom watched this show. They got chill, man. But anywho, man. Dude, this was a heck of a show, man. A blast to be back with each and every one of y'all, man. Definitely loved it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. But stay safe out here, man. Enjoy your weekend. Can't think of anything else I was going to say that was cool.
There's not much going on. Pirates.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Go Pirates.
I was like,
Let's
anything
go
else
Bucks.
this weekend? Yeah, so let's go Bucks. But anywho, man, I'll holler at y'all. And as always, until next time, baby.
Peace.